Okay. Yes. Okay, wait. Oh shit. Oh shit. Phone is too hot. My phone is too hot. Okay, my mom. Phone is too hot, so I'm gonna freeze it. I made another mistake. Thought I could take it now. Don't feel a thing I never cared about. I miss the way you say my name, the way you bend, the way you break. Do 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 do. Do 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 da 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 bam bam ba-da-dum da 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 da. Phone is too hot. Okay, dude, I need to hurry because I want to get the sunset. Do 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 do. I miss the way you say my name, the way you bend, the way you break. Okay, the phone is cold now. The mom is great. Do 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 do. Okay, that's good.
I start with you, well.
Don't blink, it's your blink. Fellow filming the wrong thing. Because doing well, because I'm having a wonderful day on this 3rd July 2005. There's a beautiful sunset behind me, so I'm gonna be filming that. We have a couple of videos to do tonight, which is great. Just there for a little bit, which felt really nice. And that's pretty much it. So cannot wait to show you what we have in store. Gonna be a little bit of own thoughts. Gonna be a little bit of a Squid Game. It's gonna be fun. Okay. Love the death for peace of mind. Don't blink, it's your blink. Welcome to our show. Because I'm doing well because I'm having a wonderful day on the 3rd July 2025. I'm gonna make a couple of videos, but here's the sunset. We have a sunset that's quite nice today. It's weird because yesterday was kind of way better. Um, I'm also like kind of like how can I say that? Somewhat picky about the weather today because we had such an amazing weather. We had clouds, then rain, then sun. No, yes, sun, cloud, rain, cloud, sun. Then we had cloud, and now we have sun. So, but I would have had to film the whole nature of today, which would have been beautiful. Don't blink as you're blink. Look behind me. Look how nice this is. This is gorgeous. Look at the thing. Well, I'm having a wonderful day on this. Oh shit! I forgot to share my phone. On this 3rd July 2025. Today we're talking about a pretty cool video. And this video is called Spreading Fins. So what is spreading fins? Spreading fin is it's an expression when you're tired, when you're doing a lot at the same time. So lately, and again, this is kind of somewhat of a rant, somewhat of a complaining, but it's more so a state of mind, a state of body. I'm not as sad as this baby. I'm not as sad as this baby. I'm a bit better, but barely. So first of all, this kind of feeling worse because we're having quench pineapple pink lemonade. Kind of feeling worse because I'm holding myself accountable. So a lot of things change lately, but a lot of things changed since the last. This is not gonna make any sense. This is the last time we were in that situation. So on paper, what is that situation? Well, we're working, right? Spreading thin is between work, between those videos, between the streaming. So what changed? Well, technically speaking, I'm holding myself a lot more accountable. A lot more accountable. For example, if I'm doing something wrong or if I'm not working enough, I feel bad about it. Before I used to feel bad, but it wasn't the feeling bad of it's complex. It is complex. Your mentality, your perception are really important. So, for example, by the way, I want to shout out Janice because Janice reached out lately and he said, "Dude, I saw a video that you were giving up. Don't give up." So I'm like, okay, well, thank you so much. So like I was saying, with the job, it's a bit. Last time that I had a job, I wasn't as accountable. It was if I missed a day, for example, I missed a day. I'm like, well, you missed a day, right? Now I'm like, okay, well, what was the point of working hard yesterday because now you're working better? Or even then, even now, I'm a bit smarter because technically speaking, at work I could cheat. So what I would do is I would upload a lot of videos at home and I would upload a lot of videos at work. Work Wi-Fi was actually pretty good, and the boss didn't trust me with my phone, so he left the phone in. However, it was gorgeous. You know why it was gorgeous? You know why? Because he had the Wi-Fi router in his office, so I was having high-speed internet the whole day. I could upload and upload and upload. So right now it's like either my phone is too full and I cannot upload, and when it's not full enough, like I'm taking an opportunity to upload. Right, there's a lot of content I can do, but this is a rainy fund for bad days. So there's still this guilt, but it's a different guilt. So why we spread thin? Well, technically speaking, it's more so like a mindset, like how you feel about it. So for example, what happened is when I had my job before, I was crazy. I wouldn't sleep. I would be. I would go to sleep at 7, and I would wake up at like 3 in the morning. Stream for 3 hours and a half, and then that was my day, which was not the best but not the worst. Now there's this fear again of there is this fear of going back into this mode that made me go insane. Before we continue with this is going to sound very negative, right? But this is this step, this is the obstacle before we reach the end goal. Oh, are you kidding me? phone is too hot. If, and only if, we make it, there's gonna be nirvana. I'm joking when I say if and only if. We're gonna make it for sure. But if we can, it's gonna be nirvana. So what is the ultimate goal here? The ultimate goal is perfect equilibrium. I have a stable job, which brings an income, but also stability and structure to my life, which is extremely positive. See, I don't work enough to spend, and I don't make enough to really go crazy. So we're working. We're working, and yes, we're making more money than before. But at the same time, yes, it's still a case of, okay, well, you made enough to pay your bills, but you didn't make enough to splurge. Splurge is getting luxury for yourself, like a restaurant or shit like that. So the ultimate goal would be to have like a perfect balance. So, for example, I'm working and I'm making a bit more so I can splurge, but also work. So, kind of like a risk and reward. So we'll get into it a bit later. But even then, this way that I have right now is great because it brings me structure. And although I made a video about 2 days ago saying, well, I don't feel like I'm getting enough structure. The problem is me. If you feel like this job is temporary, it's very hard to have structure. And I talk about that. If you start to have this job and you're starting to feel like, hey, guess what? This is a bit more of a how can I say this? Doesn't matter how long I stay here. Doesn't matter how much I make here. All that matters is that I'm working right now. All that matters is I have a reason to wake up. Now, before that, I have a reason to wake up. Absolutely. But the reason itself is actually quite selfish. The reason to wake up is to make something for myself. Now, I gotta wake up and I gotta go work and I gotta pay bills, which I used to pay also, but in a way of I am in charge of everything. And I'm not expressing myself correctly. When I say I'm in charge of everything, I mean, okay, guess what? This is the exact way I wanted to say it. I'm having a hard time because I'm very tired today. Very tired. I've been talking a lot about accountability, right? But there's a huge difference between accountability to yourself and accountability to someone. Right now we have accountability to someone else. Like I have a quota to fix, and if I don't reach it, well, I didn't work hard enough. Doesn't matter how hard the quota is or how far we are from the quota. Okay, good, we did. Sorry guys, the phone overheated. So the quota, by having a quota, you're becoming accountable for somebody else. And even then, this is actually really positive. Because I used to see, well, I have to be honest and say I had a lot of good bosses. I had shitty bosses, but I had great bosses. Some of my bosses were really nice and kind and really helpful and really kind of like a mentorship ability. Today was actually super emotional because talk about mortality with my parents, which is not good. To talk about dying and what they're gonna leave behind and my responsibility when they die, and can I be the man of the house even though the house is broken, you know. So with the bosses giving me accountability, it was before, and I'll be completely honest, I've had a lot of problems with bosses because with bosses I try to be friendly with the bosses, and I don't. When I was younger, my father wanted me to okay. So in French, we have two things. We have tu, and tu is the popular thing, and vous is respectful. So you're talking to a elder or somebody that's more powerful than you. So you say Mr. Officer. You don't say yo officer. You say Mr. Officer. Teacher, ma'am, Mister. You don't say hey yo. You know, my father wanted to be like that. So with authority, it was actually really hard because my father was being loving, but then at the same time being authoritative. So at a very young age. It's not bad. You see, you could feel insecure with that. My whole building is kind of messed up, And yeah, this is kind of this with the neighbor. It's kind of what I'm saying with the way it's spread thin. Just a lot of little things that need attention, and because there's lot of little things that need attention, you give attention here, and like, oh my god, So with my bosses, there's always this relationship of kind of friendship, right? So for this one, it's really a relationship of you're the boss. Now, technically speaking, it feels odd, because in the past, whenever I'm off work, whenever I don't work, so I told you this story multiple times. So what I'll do is I'll work really fucking hard, and then we'll take a little break, and we'll do like a year of full work and 6 months of breaks. And usually what I'm able to do is really to step out, to completely set off. So you guys know, leave your work at work and leave your home at home. So if you're doing 9 to 5, at 5 o'clock your work is done, you put a switch off the work, right? And with me, since I'm working on content creation, it's not the same thing, of course, but it's still some kind of work, or it's still effort being put there. So it's harder to flish the switch off. And then the hardest thing is I have a lot of buses. The bus is like 52 minutes, which is not a lot, but it depends. Like, for example, sometimes I'm able to sleep, and I put an alarm, which is great. So this is really helpful. But sometimes I'm thinking, and then I'm trying to read a manga, but I don't have the attention that I used to have. I'm less zoned out. I'm more out there. For example, when I'm going to be reading something, like, oh, this is a good idea for a conversation, instead of a video, So spreading thin is kind of that. It's a little bit of here and there, Now, am I kidding with that? Yes. Does it bother me? No. People have their own problem, and a mosquito. I saw my father today, and he saw my legs. Like, holy shit, they got you good. Because I'm a dumbass, I wore a sort of a long sleeve, the leg short to see the fireworks. So I didn't wear a long pants. They got my legs good, guys. Good. Yeah, so the spreading thing is a bit that, And then you start asking yourself a question. Well, if I was able to do it before, I should be able to do it now, right? Well, technically, no. Because when I was working for the company that I used to work, PCT, my second home, at the end, I was focused on work. I was focused on content. I was at work, and I had this, how can I say that? The job that I was doing, yes, did it take mental, yes, a little bit. So, for example, when you start in order, you have to say, okay, well, there's this order. For example, is this much? Well, is this much per boxes? This is how much we need. Checking your code. Is the code good? Checking your plastic that we're putting in between the pieces of metal. The metal good? The piece of plastic good? Is the metal the right side? Are you turning around, or you're not turning around? It's a bit of preparation, but once your preparation is done, it's basically, and I love that. It was a lot of automatism or muscle memory. So you basically take a piece. You guys saw the work that I did. I did some come and work with me. You guys saw the work that I did. You take a piece of metal, you put it on a belt or a moving belt, you push it, the machine will take it, and the machine will do all the work. You just have to put the pieces there and push them. So why are they not doing it automatic? Because some of the pieces are going to be like damaged, if you will, and they're going to be stuck in the machine. So you have to have a human component to verify the pieces and make sure they're okay. But I could turn off my brain. With the job that I have right now, it's my brain is, so it's less physical. I think that's also the case. It's less physical and more mental. So when I go to work, I'm mental. When I make content, I'm mental. And the funny thing is actually more so for you guys, because, for example, I have a couple people, but more so Janice, because like I said, Janice is my best friend and we're super close, and is possibly one of the only, if not the only person I talk to on a daily basis. And he was like, hey, I'm always missing your stream. And the thing with Janice is he prefer talking on the stream. I'll watch the videos, I'll comment, but it's not the same. And even then we're DMing, and I know that he prefers talking to me on timeline. I'm busy with work, and I feel like kind of like I want to stream because I want to talk to him. For example, today I wasn't working today, so my goal was like, okay, well, I've been able to do so much, but I was so tired from the rest of the week that I couldn't do much. Right? Again, I went to see my father today. I think about mortality, and it really affects me because I made a video, like I said in another video, where my parents are getting up in age. They thought they could die anymore. And even then, I did a video where they talk about, oh, one day we'll be dead. And at first, this morning, I was kind of affected by it because I was like, well, you don't want to think about your parent dying, right? But then, when you talk about death, they don't mean tomorrow. They mean like in 5 years, in 10 years, I'm going to be dead. So, when you're my age, when you're 32, when you're 30, when you're 25, you don't have this mentality of, I'm gonna die tomorrow. But imagine if you knew that you didn't have a lot left. You make the most out of it, right? So yes, that's kind of important. My mom, she had a lot of health issues, or AC, or I don't know, you guys call it your stroke, yeah. My father, a bit healthier, but my father's a bit healthier. He doesn't have problem, but then he's a lot more scrap than my mom. His legs are not good anymore. You see, and it sucks. It sucks because there's a bit of denial here for sure. It's my parents, and the first thing I'm not seeing weak people. I'm seeing people that are strong. I'm seeing people that are independent. I'm seeing people that I grew up with. Like, I love these fucking people, But then that's not how they feel. You see this guy, and there's always this image of this person, right? And they're always telling you, hey, I'm good. But they're not good. What if my parents were lying to me? What if my parents were not feeling perfect, but they had to pretend like they're feeling perfect because they didn't want me to worry? With the agency, my work hasn't been, it has been really rough. But at the same time, I think real friendship and I think real relationship endure struggles. So if you want to know if a friend is good, have a fight. Don't create a fight, but if there's a fight between you, a real friend will say, you know what, fuck it, it's not a big deal. When I was talking about spreading tin, I was talking about Janice and me, and it's not the guy. I fucking love Janice. I fucking love him. He's my best friend. The guy isn't asking me to go live. He say, oh, I miss you, go live. He knows I'm working. He's mature enough, but also compassionate enough. I think compassionate is a much better term. He's emotionally intelligent enough to say, you know what, this guy is tired, I'm gonna put pressure on him. Now, as a human being, as your friend, do I want to be that guy that you kind of have to take care of? No, I want to be able to take care of myself, and I want to be the guy to help you. But he understands, so he's not pushing me, but I feel guilty because I fucking love that guy, and I do miss him. And it's like this person, and this I'm going to say it's, I'm going to sound like an asshole, but I don't mean to be an asshole. It's like this boyfriend or this girlfriend that always tell you, hey, I love you. And they're always telling you I love you, and it loses meaning, right? So for example, this person, you haven't been on a date with them in months, but they're telling you every single day, I love you. Okay, well, you're gonna have to show me. So if I tell people like, hey, I miss you, but I don't do an effort to talk to them or to reach out, it's harder. I had Shao, again, one of my best friends, fucking love Shao. Shao and I, we had a lot of issue lately, and the funniest thing is, this is the opposite now. It's complete opposite. So Shao went to school, and he goes to he works. So at the time he's busy, right? So then we'll text, and he'll text me, and then I'll answer the text, and then it'll leave me on read. So I'm like, dude, I know you're working a lot, but if you're not answering the text, I'm gonna start thinking like, did I do something wrong? Is he mad at me? which is insecurities, of course. It's my fault, but still. So yeah, so the phone got too hot. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this and this. Yeah, this phone got too hot because we played the tower. So with Chow, now that I'm working and making content, I'm actually busy, and that's the craziest thing because Chow right now, his school is closed, so he has like I think it's a year and a half of school. I'm not sure, but I think it's a year and a half. So now he has this vacation, and he wants to chill. So then, what happened is because we don't talk a lot, lately he went to a concert, which is one of my favorite bands. But I didn't know they were doing a concert, and I was like, holy shit! And I saw his video because he put it on in his Instagram story, and I saw the video and I'm like, holy shit! I can't believe you saw them. And it's like, yo, they were crazy, and it was cool because I had my boy. Of course, I wish I was there. Of course, I wish he told me. At the same time, yeah, I'd be happy for your boy because he had a good time. Now the problem is, he felt bad about me not going, and he sent me some pictures and some footage of the. I didn't ask for it. I didn't ask for it. Actually, I I asked for it, but not didn't ask for it. So I did a video saying I'm gonna ask people for footage of fireworks. So technically speaking, I did that. Let's say I did that at I did that at 10:30 because it was the fireworks, and I texted Shao at like midnight, and at midnight he sent me the footage. So I didn't ask for him to send me the footage because I didn't send the videos, but I did the videos asking for it. So he sent me some footage, and I was like, holy shit! And then I was like, please, dude, and this gonna be proud of me. I asked him, can I use it for YouTube? Because I kind of wanted to. Sometimes I'll show some conversation with people, but I'll always show positive conversation. I'll always show like people that I really care about, I really like. So what? Okay, good. I thought I was not recording. I am recording. Overeat it again. What the heck? What I'll do is like I'll know people. I know people. So for example, I'm gonna sound like I have such a small circle. With Janice. Janice is often, very, very often, fucking way too often actually, when he knows I'm not gonna do well. And Janice is, I'm telling you, this guy is fucking brilliant. So he knows me a lot. He knows that I don't like to talk about the problem. So what I'll do is, for example, he watched a video, and I did a video last week and said, oh, I feel like quitting. He didn't talk about it. But then he sent me a song, and I was like, hey, I know that I saw the video where you talk about quitting, and this is what I need to listen when I feel like I'm giving up. So without talking about the problem, he talked about the problem, and which is a way of comfortable. So because of that, I know Janice likes surprises. I know that he likes small attention. I know Shao is a bit more shy. Shao's a bit more reserved. So I asked him for the confirmation. Say, hey, can I post it? And by saying, can I post it, I kind of implied I was going to post it. And he said, yes, brother, no problem. There is a problem, though. And there's a big problem. The kind of day was the 1st of July. He answered me early morning, 2nd of July, like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. And I haven't posted yet. So then, this guy did everything in his power so that I would have content. Like, you know what? I'm sorry that you missed the show. I'm still going to hook you up. Now, did he film for me? No. He filmed and he just happened to say, yo, I have a picture if you want. Which is really, really thoughtful. When you want to do something for someone, don't ask them. Just do it. But then because I didn't post it, I'm like, fuck, dude. No, it's not relevant. Because it's not as relevant, it's my fault. Because if I posted the second one, people will go crazy. And if I posted tonight, people are going to say, well, that was 3 days ago. What are you doing? This is how quick life goes, right? So Spain 10 is a little things. I had a person today reach out to me and say, hey, can I get unbanned? It's been a year. Now, I'm going to do a very, very, very quick way. I'm going to do a very quick recounting of what happened with that person. The reason they banned him. They're a bit younger, so a bit of immaturity, but we used to play this game all night, and it was a really hard game. But this guy's like a pro, so then he would see me play, and he would kind of make fun of the content. And he did that a lot. So then every time that I would go after the stream, I would kind of go to give him shit like, bro, what you said was not okay. Don't do that, okay? But then every time that I would go, and that was the crazy thing. Before the stream finished, he would come in my DM and say, I'm sorry, dude, I was a dick to you today. I had a rough day. Now, I understand what's a rough day. And then, because I didn't know him a lot, when he asked me to be a mod. Now, here's the crazy thing. Because Twitch, I don't get a lot of people, I'll make people that it doesn't matter who I made mod. Because if I had like 50 people in the stream, I would trust a couple people. Now, because we have 0, if you're a mod, what can you do? You're gonna mute yourself. You're the only person in here. So I modded him. And then when I saw that he was complaining about Hollow Knight, I stopped playing the game. So it's like, okay, well, the only view that I have is kind of giving me shit. And I played another game. And then he started doing, I was streaming and he was making comments. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing? This is so disrespectful. I banned him. And then when I got a message today, my first thought was like, oh, well, it's been a year. Like, give the guy a chance. But then at the same time, I've been adamant about making the place a little bit more secure. Now Twitch, I don't have a lot of people, but TikTok, I do have a lot of people. And TikTok, I got amazing mods. Jordan, Janice, Anna, she's wonderful. I got Andrew. Andrew's a badass. Who else do I have? Well, the other one, they don't really come often. So I got Cyril Romo that comes in. And I got, that's pretty much it, I think, for mods. For TikTok, it's a bit more of a secure place. I want to make it a habit. I want negativity. So then I was like, well, if you unban him, you don't have a lot of people in your stream, so it wouldn't be such a big deal. Besides, the guy asked you nicely, but at the same time, I'm like, why you were so adamant at making it as a safe place? What changed, right? And I feel like splitting tin is the reason why. I feel like between two worlds, in one world, I'm the nice guy that allows people, forgive people, which is something I did before. This guy I forgive multiple times. He did this for 2 weeks. 2 weeks, and every single night he had an excuse. So I banned him. And on the other hand, I'm like, well, I know what you did, and although you possibly changed, possibly mature, if I allow this behavior, I'm gonna. If I say yes to people ask me, why don't you never have people in your corners on TikTok? Well, because I had people and they fucked it up. I had a girl, and she was like, to my defense, I didn't know. She was like 14, 15, 14, 15. And you're like, so she wanted to come up. I was like, sure, no problem, because she was my first guest. And I made a mistake. I made a big mistake because it was my first time having a guest. I didn't know how to kick people out. So she comes in, and the first thing she says is talking about penises. And I'm like, you're allowed to talk about penis, but not with an adult. A kid should talk about penises with an adult. Did I know that she was a kid? No. Even then, even if she was a kid, did I care about having her in the stream? No. As long as you're a good person, I don't care what age you are. As long as this is a safe place again, a safe place. And then she started saying the N-word, and I was like, okay, well, I couldn't kick her out. So then it was a bad experience, so I don't do it again. And it's all those little things you can't really let go, but you want to let go, and that's spreading thin. Like, for example, the whole thing was about streaming. So the spreading thin is actually quite simple. Today Nature Corner was crazy nice. It was so beautiful. Oh my god, you have no idea. It wasn't beautiful in the sense of something special happened, but it was just a lot of wind. And with a lot of wind, clouds went out. This clear sky was blue. Sky went out. I don't know if you can see the moon. The moon here. We haven't seen the moon in a while, which is kind of shitty. But hey. So it was just a whole bunch of stuff. It was just a whole bunch of stuff. But it was positive today because there's some Squid Game videos. So the recap we did wasn't mental, but it was there. We did a mental video this morning about okay, you're still good. About separating the artist from the content, which I really like doing. But at the same time, most of what we did today I'm not gonna say stupid because it's not stupid, it matters to me, but it was stupid in the sense of it doesn't take effort. So for example, and this again is possibly an excuse, possibly not an excuse, I don't know. I'm doing recap, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have the computer here, and I'm gonna stick to recap in this scene because I remember the scene. I'm gonna be able to tell you. Now, technically speaking, this is cheating because you're not really saying from what you understand. You're not really saying this from what you kind of cover, right? But at the same time, you're visual learners. There's two kind of learner: visual and understand something by seeing it, and auditive, understanding by being told what to do, explaining what to do. You know. I had this fight with this guy at work, and he told me 3 times because at the end they really started trusting me. He said, "I want this like that," and he told me horizontal and vertical, and I wasn't sure what he meant. I thought he meant the pieces, but he meant the So you had the piece and you had 2 beams of metal, and then you kind of framed the piece on the piece of metal. You made a piece of metal. So then I got in trouble, and I said, he said to me 3 times, say, "I know, but I'm a visual learner." He said, "Well, tell me, dude." I'm like, "Okay, I'm sorry, and I'm a visual learner, so maybe this is tools." I had a talk with a friend lately about tools and how useful they are. Photoshop, program to make music, really, 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 and these tools, so you need to use them. For example, I was kind of against, and this is actually a good subject. I was kind of against ChatGPT. On principle. I know that you guys, you guys know that I'm a bit uncomfortable with AI. What I'm gonna do, not today, but in the near future, I wanna sit down with a person, and they really explain to me AI and how useful it is and shit like that, right? Because I want to get into it. You shouldn't be afraid. Me being afraid, me avoiding it, it's not gonna change anything. So with ChatGPT, I was a bit against it. Now it's not because it's AI, it's against it because, and I feel like so old, but when Google came, the first time Google came, people were against Google because it took away critical thinking. So the critical thinking is what? Critical thinking is you have some kind of information, and because you have some kind of information, you need to do something. So for example, a police officer that's going to find some clues, and because he finds some clues, he's going to have an ID or a thought process like, okay, well, we know that this is there, here's 1 + 1 = 2. So with Google, it wasn't a way of remembering things. It wasn't a way of looking. The calculator was the same thing. Before the calculator, people really had to focus on math because you didn't have tool to use. You could have a piece of paper and then do the math correctly, but then it was more so like a mental exercise. Calculator, it made things easy. It was a tool. Now the tool helped you out, but also was a crutch. The crutch of being able to calculate shit quickly and without mistakes. And the mistakes are important because in life we make mistakes. So when ChatGPT came, I was like, holy shit, dude. This is another way of Google. It's another way of asking a question. But at the same time, this is from the point of view of making life easy, it's questionable. But at the same time, what do you prefer? You prefer to come up with an answer that is wrong, or you prefer to have an answer that is correct and a good answer? And I think a good answer trumps or prone over a bad answer. So then, in this case, I had to be right. And at the same time, I want to have kids when I'm older. Or I want to have kids at first, for sure. And this is what really changed my mind. I want the best for my kids. I want them to learn the most. I want them the best. I want them to have the easiest time in life. I think it's very normal as a parent to want that. If my kids have a learning tool, am I going to stop them from learning? Right? No. I'm not going to stop them from learning because I want them to be equipped for life. You see, as a kid, I was wrong. As a kid, I thought, you know what? It doesn't matter what you learn in school because you're not going to use it. And to this day, I still think that, apart from math, am I really using something that I learned in school? And the answer is no. However, do I prefer knowing something but not using it, or not knowing it and needing it? I prefer knowing something and not using it, right? That's pretty much it. Now we did a side tangent. Let's back to the subject. Putting thin is, I feel like, and this is kind of crazy because with the recap, I have a lot more content to do. With the nice nature out there, I got a lot of content to do. So, for example, today there was 3 different weather. There was rain, there was thunder, there was a bit of sunshine, there's cloud. I wanted to get on the camera, right? Now with the tower, this is stupid. This is so fucking stupid, but it's laziness. It's laziness, but it's also something that's important. So the tower, I have 700 parts on the tree, and I did the tower a year before I started 700 parts. So in total, we have over 3,000 parts of the tower. I'm not even kidding. I'm not gonna put them all on TikTok. Why? Because TikTok asked me to. First of all, TikTok will only allow you up to an hour. So I'm playing the tower 6 hours a day. I will need to do 6 videos. Also on TikTok, right? If I put it on TikTok, then I have to calculate storage for both, for YouTube and TikTok. And then most of my days are gonna be waiting that my space do. So most of the time when I do, and this is kind of self-sabotage, but it's actually smart. So when I do a video outside, it's a bad habit. It's a bad habit. Something that I have to quit. I'll make an hour video. Well, no, that's not true. I'll make an hour videos. For example, I make a video that's 20 minutes, 40 minutes. I'll do an hour, 40 minutes, because why? I want to have the 3 towers, but I also want to have this video that's recording, and I want to have this video that's recording the nature one. That we would do 6 videos, 5 videos at the same time, which is a lot, but hey, this is how I choose to do things, and because I chose to do things like that, then this is what's gonna happen. Is it the right thing to do? No. Is it the wrong thing to do? Possibly. Do I give a shit? I do give a shit, but in a sense of, then he texted me. The guy was supposed to unblock, text me, said, oh, I didn't even do anything. And again, this is, this is technically, this is a case, yeah, the guy I was supposed, no, I'm so sorry, the guy that asked me to get unbanned today wrote to me, I didn't do anything. So, there's a case to be made. If you feel like, if you don't feel like you're doing something wrong, then you're not doing something wrong. If somebody told you that punching somebody is mean, then if you punch somebody, you didn't know that it's mean. Look at babies, and again, this is very far-fetched. This is a very crazy story. Look at babies. Babies, they play rough. They'll hit you, right? It's nature. It's human nature. As a parent, you're like, no, don't hit him. That hurts. Don't hit people, right? Don't hurt people. Don't put your hands on the stove. Don't touch fire. Don't put something metallic in an outlet. You learn that. As a kid, you don't know that's bad, right? And if somebody told you that's bad, you're gonna do it because it's human nature. Look at dogs. Look at animals. They play rough. We call it play fighting. Play fighting is super important. A lot of animals do play fighting. You see kids doing play fighting. Do you see baby doing play fighting? You'll see brothers and sisters do that. Yeah, I guess you'll see that. But again, it's because you live. So this person doesn't feel like they do anything wrong. Because they didn't feel anything wrong, they don't understand. Well, depends. They don't understand or they don't comprehend the principle that, okay, I did something wrong. And can you blame them for that if they don't think that they did something wrong? I don't know. For spreading thin, I feel like the problem we have is with the videos. Because, okay, I was talking about the tower. Okay. So because I don't want to put it on TikTok, I'll do on purpose. And this is lazy as fuck, but I don't care. I'll do like an hour, 2 minutes. I'll do an hour, 3 minutes. As long as I don't have to put it on TikTok, I'm happy. As long as I don't have to put it on TikTok, I'm happy. Got bitten on the ass again by a mosquito. Understand? So yeah, so this is the main plot of laziness. But then, in a day like today, I have to do 3 hours. on it like yesterday. Well, when I come in, if there's a nice. This morning we did a video. This morning was sunrise. I made a video. I didn't care how long the video was, as long as it's more than 1 hour. Why? For you tweet for the tower. And then there's also games that I'm playing. And game that I'm playing is game that I'm playing are Gundam, which we're gonna take a break from, and Blood and Silver, which are really good games. Gundam I'm gonna take a break because I'm speedrunning the story. I did 3 seasons and 2 weeks. The screaming, the TV. Let me show you something cool. Literally outside and listening to a TV. Yes, the apartment's a mess, okay? I understand, I know. I'm talking about how tired I am, and you want me to clean up the apartment. So it's a bit of a so the game that I'm playing, the mobile, okay. So it is somewhat marketing, somewhat I think she heard me. Somewhat marketing, somewhat of a bad plot. So what it'll do is a game. By the way, I'm gonna do another video where I'm deadly against Fortnite's latest thing. So Fortnite's latest thing is buy now, pay later. They're gonna create a credit base. So for example, you wanna buy this skin, you'll pay it later. We shot a mosquito in the window. Hopefully it doesn't go out. Which is horrible. With mobile game, what they'll do is, because you got your mobile on you, they'll do your dailies. The dailies take 20 minutes, 40 minutes to do. Then you play multiple games, you have multiple days to do. So then I need to do them dailies because then it feels like I don't play the game. And again, when you're recording content, it's a bit more complex than if you're not. Like for example, right? I used to play this game, Tokyo Go Break the Chain. Tokyo Go Break the Chain was amazing. I loved Tokyo Go Break the Chain. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And it was one of the popular series that I did because I was one of the only person that covered it, right? Why did I stop then? Because I did the dailies. So what I did is, it feels so good. But using this, don't use this please. This is bad behavior. It's not a mosquito, I don't care. So what they would do is, the game was kind of new. What they did was, they came in and they were like, yo, we're gonna be doing some events that are similar, not the same, but similar. And then because this game is kind of new, people didn't try the event because the player base was so little that, okay, so for example, right, you're showing a show, or you're showing a movie, and you chose a bad time to show it. You chose a day where there was a UFC fight and people didn't watch it. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna show it again. First of all, you pay for the right. Second of all, it's complex actually. Is that something bad? I don't think it's bad. I think it's bad. You want your game to shine, so when you have a good ID, you want people to take advantage of the ID. And if you don't feel like people take advantage of the ID, quit it, you know? I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of insane. But coming back to the story, because 40 minutes already. Holy shit. So the dailies, you have to do them. You have to do them. And when you do them, even though it's 45 minutes, you end up playing an hour. Because again, I'm allowed an hour on TikTok, so I'm going to do an hour. The same mentality of the tower, but the opposite. So instead of doing 5 parts, I'll do 2 parts of an hour. Instead of doing 5 parts of 40 minutes, I'll do 2 parts of an hour. Which is kind of similar. So technically 4 parts of 40 minutes is 160, which is an hour to 40. No, 2 hours 40, sorry. versus 2 hours, right? But then you do it twice, so you do it 4 hours, and then you don't stream. The reason that you didn't stream is because the game we're playing, there's no dailies, there's no incentive to go. Well, technically no. Fortnite have dailies. Technically, Fortnite would be an incentive, but apart from that, you don't really matter. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, and it's nuts. It's nuts. It is really nuts because it's not. I feel like I'm working less, but there's more content management. There's more. For example, when I used to work at PCT, I didn't do nature corn. I didn't do nature corn at all. When I was working at PCT, this is what I'm trying to say also. When I was looking at PCT, I was doing 40 hours a week. So the content was kind of divided because Don't Blink Is Wang part. Sorry about this. Part two. The phone overheated, so not my fault. When I was working at PCT, part two of Spreadtin, on this 3rd July 2025. Intro, not my forte. So when I was working at PCT, I had a schedule, and it was a job that was very physical, so I was tired. So even then, and this is the crazy part, even then, that I work 8 hours, the fact that we did 2 hours of content, I still felt like I had a busy day. I still felt like, you know what? Today was a good day. I made a lot, I worked a lot, which is great. Because if she heard me complain about this, the music, the video outside, she'll complain to the janitor will come in. And the janitor, which again is illegal, but he has a tendency to come in the apartment if I don't answer. Because he saw me a couple of times with music. And he's like, okay, well, he's not answering because he didn't hear me. So I'm going to go in because he didn't hear me. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the chain on, so I cannot go in. You can open the door, but cannot open the lock. If I have to do this, I have to do this. So with the PCT, it was more so a question of energy, more so than planning and will, you know? It was more so. And then even then, there's a couple more for Spreadtin. At PCT, I had social interaction. I was talking to people. I was talking to a lot of people and talking a lot to people. So when I came back home, I didn't have this need of social. I had this need of social, which is a battery. You know that you can't charge more than 100%? Well, this battery you can overcharge. But not only that, is the fact that I'll need social, so I'll go on social media. And your body has needs. And if those needs are social media, it is social media. It's an addiction, but it's still social media. For example, I'm used to watching an hour of shorts a day. If I don't watch an hour of short, it's gonna feel like my day is missing something. Routine is important. Routine is really hard to do when you have a job that's not stable. You know? And then money has been a big issue. Money has been a big issue because on weeks I work a lot, some weeks I don't work a lot, some weeks I barely work. So whenever I have money extra, I'm always afraid, I'm gonna have to spend it next week. Or whenever I have a week where I work less, I'm like, I'm okay with money because I have savings from last week's paycheck, but I didn't want to use them. I don't think, well, that's not true. I don't think people are spending their paycheck week per week. But that's not true. A lot of people live paycheck per paycheck. A lot of people make bad decisions. You know? I'm one of those people. See, my father and my mom knows I'm broke. They know that I'm having financial difficulty. So this whole thing about the testament, the will, they're not gonna say it, but it's mostly a fear that I'm gonna spend the money and like this. Understand? It's more so like this. It's more so this. And this is bad. This is really bad. Because the reality is, am I good with money? Possibly. I do spend a lot. But then, last year, I spent a lot because it was for content. It wasn't me buying stuff, it was content for you guys. Funko Pop, games, food. Like I used to do, and this is crazy, I used to do one day out of 1 week, once per week, DoorDash. It was $100 every single time. That's $400 per month. That is $4,800 per year. 4,800. You know, that's a lot. But then you don't think about that, you know? And you're like, okay, well, I go to the restaurant once a week. Not that much. Yeah, but if you order like prime steak or if you order caviar, doesn't matter how often you go, it's how much you spend that matters. You're gonna have this person who's buy every single day. They go to the restaurant every single day and they'll buy a sandwich. That sandwich is $5. They're still spending less than a person that spend $100, right? My parents with the money, they're a bit worried. They think that I'm not able to manage a oh my god. They think I'm not able to manage a budget. But the budget itself is a bit odd. It's a bit odd. Because the budget in itself is more so a case of budget itself is more so a case of, how can I say that? Money. If you make it $100,000 per year, you're gonna have a better budget than if you have 10,000 per year. And then today my father said something that really resonated with me. He said, I don't know. He said, I know you're good with money because he said, I know how much you're making. And he said, which is for him a big compliment. He says, I don't know how you manage per month to survive. So either he thinks I'm selling drugs or he thinks that I'm good with money. But then when you ask him, you say, well, Stefan, you did work a lot in your life. Now the question is, does he see making content as work? If he doesn't see it as making content, all those days and nights of making content are worthless. Now, that's not an excuse because we've been making content for 4 years. I entered the job market at 20, which was 12 years ago. So 4 years is not a lot. But if he doesn't feel like I'm working, even though I am working, then his perception of he's just gonna use the money to chill around and sit on his ass. You know? My mom, she's a bit more aware of, they're very different. My dad values hard work and my mom values money, but she doesn't value money as in she's a gold digger. She's an amazing woman, but it's more so the case of, are you able to survive every single month? My mom, as long as I survive, she doesn't care. She'll be like, you're able to survive, you're good. And you'll see my mom, she's more aware of how much time I put in, how much work I put in, you know? But it's just that she's worried that I'm not gonna make it. She's worried that I'm gonna have debt and shit like that. This is a true story. I never told this. My mom was really like, Mama Bear, you guys know that. So when I opened my first account, right? And this is a story that I'm kind of embarrassed to say. I'm really embarrassed to say. I told you this story a lot of times, but I never told you the entire story. You guys remember when I told you the story? Okay, so basically, my mom, she was very Mama Bear, and she had access to my account to deposit money, but also to deposit money. right? But then it was the time I wasn't talking to her because we were in a fight. I was dumb. I need to edit myself because I was hurting people. Blah 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 blah. And then she saw the. Guys, remember when I told you the story about the July 2018 when I didn't have enough to pay the rent, and I didn't have enough to pay food. So again, very small recap. It is the 21st, 23rd of, I don't know if it's June or July, I don't remember, 2018. And I'm fucked. I go to pay for my lunch, which is chips and a Coca-Cola or whatever, a energy drink. I don't care. I don't remember. And I do this every single 2 days. Every 2 days we go to the store. Because at the time I don't have Wi-Fi, so we go to the store to get the Wi-Fi. But I go to the store and buy some food, junk food, just to take me today. And then the person at the counter, she looks at me, and I'm at Dorval. You guys saw that? You saw the building too. I showed the building. There's a Walmart, there's a Maxi, and she's like, "Sir, there's not enough money on the card." And I'm like, "No way, no way." So then I'm like, "Holy shit!" And then I told this story multiple times. I'm sorry if you heard the story before. And then I go to fill up a unemployment. So every 2 weeks you get unemployment, you get a check, right? Which is, let's say you make a lot of money at work, the check is gonna be a lot of money. I type in the code and everything. They're telling me you have used all of your weeks. I'm a week away from the rent, and I don't have unemployment. I don't have a job. No, I talked to my janitor. My janitor was really nice. I said, "Listen, I don't have enough money this month. Can you give me a break? I'll pay you twice next month." And I find a job. Now, the truth is, when I had that job, I wasn't talking to my dad and my mom. I wasn't talking to anybody. And the crazy thing that happened, my mom, she saw that account. She saw the account, and she said that I had like $12 in the account. I had $12 in the account, $12. And she's always keeping that memories. She's always keeping like, "Oh my God, you remember when you had $12? And she's more so the fact that I got there. She's more so the fact that I didn't care enough to stop it before I got there. But the reality is, both my parents are checking their accounts. They're checking their accounts a lot. So they'll know exactly how much money there is, and they'll check it every single week. I don't care. I don't care. See, my issue, and again, this is possibly me being a spender. And if it is the case, then I have to come clean and say I do spend. My problem with my money is I never check my account. Because the second I check my account, I spend. So for example, we went to the bank a couple of weeks ago. And I have two accounts. I have one in TD and one with Tangerine. So I realized that I had a lot of money. Well, a lot of money. I had $1,000 in Tangerine. You know the first thing I did? I bought 3 shirts. Now, technically speaking, the shirts weren't expensive. It was like the whole thing. You went there with me. The place where we bought the fake Kinder Bueno. The whole thing was like $100. We don't spend a lot. Then I didn't have energy drinks, so I went to the grocery, convenience store next to my house. Spend again. And I was like, okay, well, you just know that you have money. The first thing that you do is buy. So I like not knowing how much money I have in the bank, because I always think that I have less than what I actually have. And when I think that I have less than what I actually have, then I don't spend. It's a good way to... I was raised like that. I was raised by my father being very cheap. And because I thought it was very cheap, I thought we were broke. I really thought for like the first 16 years of my life, I thought we were broke. Now the reality is I never asked him, do we have money? Because I thought it was taboo. I thought it was rude. I'm like, okay, well, we're broke, so I'm not gonna spend. And then I realized that no, we have money. He's just cheap. I'm like, oh, bro. But I thought I was broke. And because I thought I was broke, I didn't spend. It's kind of funny. This is a true story too. This is crazy. For money, this is possibly one of the craziest story I can tell. Okay, before we start, this was 2011. I had $20 per week for cafeteria. So a meal at the cafeteria cost it was $4.50 or $4.75. So my father was like, hey, no way. Okay. I closed because there's water on the phone. Because this is wet. I had $475 per day. The meal was costing that. They said, listen, I want you to be careful. I will give you enough money to eat the whole week at the cafeteria. But it doesn't mean that you have to eat the whole week at the cafeteria. If you keep the money, you can keep the money. This is your pocket money. So if you want to keep the money and buy something nice at the end of the year, you can do it. If you want to do, I don't care what you do. Now, the great thing that he did also was there was always food in the fridge. There was always food. So I had a meal. All I had to do was put it in the thermos. That was pretty much it. That was my meal. And I was so fucking broke. This is an insane story. I didn't spend a penny of the allocation money. Not a penny. Not a. And when I say not a penny, I mean not a penny. I bought video games in grade 11, which is last year of high school. I didn't buy a single thing. And then I was so fucking happy because after 5 years I had. Now the problem is, first grade of high school, $20. Last grade of high school, $20. The price increased at the cafeteria. So at the end I had like, oh, let's just say I had like 1,500, 1,600. And I was like, I'm fucking balling. I have so much fucking money. And then I start working. I was working at Costco. In 1 month, I did more money than I saved up in 5 years. I was like, why the fuck did I save up? You know? So yeah, it was a cool story too. They're worried about me. They're worried about me spending. And you can never understand that. Am I spending? Of course, I think everybody's spending. Am I spending a lot? I don't know. I don't know it's a lot. But I'm broke, so I'm spending out of my means. And in that case, I have a spending problem. I hate. No, wait. I told you guys that I was doing 24 hours this week, which is the truth. The truth is, I don't know how many hours I'm going to do next week. So let's, for example, right? This week we made, let's say 420, 450. Which is great. This is good money. If next week I don't work, then this week we didn't make 420, 450. We made 220 because, well, 25. Because we didn't work this week. So salary is divided by 2. At 450 per week, I can easily take care of everything. Easily, I'll have money left because that's 1,700 per month. No, that's 1,450 per week. That's 1,800 per month. I need about 900 to live. But then, at the same time, if I don't work, then all the things that I'm doing are not good. And it's also worrying because you're like, I didn't even get my paycheck yet. But I know that I didn't work last week. So I'm like, I know it's not going to be big. So you create this mentality of, I don't have enough. It is stressful, you know? This is stressful. That's pretty much it. Anyway, I'm spread thin. This is why we're not doing as much as we used to do. I'm still trying to be healthy. Still trying to do this in a way of, oh man, I'm not exaggerating. Oh man, I'm not doing X, Y, Z because I can do X, Y, Z. I'm like, what do you feel comfortable doing? If you feel comfortable doing X and Y, that's okay. And it's a lot more healthy. My view of content creation is a lot more healthy. Today, we did 9 hours of content. We didn't work. 9 hours enough? Absolutely. We're going to do another 3 hours for the mobile game. That's more enough. That's more enough. You just have to convince yourself that, hey, bro, you did good. Stop, you did good. That's the hard part. What for people I'm laying down? That's a problem. Anyway, I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. 2 for the money, 3 for the show, 1 for the country, calling me a hoe, dive in, 2 for the money. Let's see if he's live.
Avec notre super pain à l'ail, le hamburger steak.
That's awesome, dude, but don't scream. That's awesome, but don't scream.
I have learned I can survive just about anything.
Okay.
I have learned I can
Why?
J'ai pas peur de t'affronter, moi. T'en souviens?
Okay. Beautiful. Don't blink. It's your boy Yink. Welcome to our show. I'm doing well. Having a wonderful day on this church, July 2025. Look at this beautiful sky. We're gonna be doing some more Squid Game recap. Now we had a little problem. I started making content at an hour at 8 o'clock. We've been filming the same video for an hour 12. So the time that I had for Squid Game is a lot shorter. So I'm probably gonna be doing an episode or two. So I'm sorry about that. I tend to do that. I tend to do a lot of content. Yeah, I tend to yap a lot. So if you said I was supposed to take 2 minutes, take an hour 12. I don't know if I'm gonna stay out because there's Mosquito City over here, and it's Mosquito Town. But hey, if we can, we can. So I don't even remember where we are. Oh yeah, we are finishing the tug of war. I gotta say, I like having, I really like having the computer only for that. This is a Just World. This is season 1, episode 5. We are already halfway through. We just finished the tug of war. The computer's gonna start. Give it a time. Give it sometimes. Give it a little bit of time. I'm gonna go in because I'm gonna destroy the mosquito. But if I go in, my phone's gonna overheat. Shit. Is it a problem? Okay, so it's not working. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna restart the page. Oh, I'm not connected to the internet. That's a problem. That's a problem. Why don't I start? Because I didn't think about it. I wanted to do something good. We have internet. We have internet. Ladies and gentlemen, we have internet. And the internet was born. 2 for the money. 3 for the show. My name is Louis. Your name is a hoe. Fucking mosquitoes. You got me. You got me good too. There you go. Okay. Now I have to check if I'm still uploading. Yes, you are. Good job, King. Good job, King. And there you go. We're connected to the internet. It was being a bit difficult, which is not a big deal. Right? We're okay with that. We're okay with that. Where's my voice break? I don't fucking know. Ugh. I should really start doing a better job at preparing, but when you work that much, it's crazy. Now the funny thing is, when you go on Netflix, it'll give you the page that you saw the most, which is again, okay, well, I can do that. Yeah, no problem. Which is a movie called The Prey of the Devil, which is a really good movie. It's really good. Not good enough for me to watch 4 or 5 times. Yeah, it is mosquito time. Just press pause. But if I press pause, it's because you get the good edited content, but at the same time, it's not realistic. It's really not working. There's no way to get out of that. Oh, I got you. Guys, I'm gonna go in. Fuck that. I'm gonna get completely obliterated by the mosquito. Stop taking me back there. I'm so sorry, guys. Dive in. Okay, we're there. The camera, Squid Game. Okay, I'm gonna go in and fuck that. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. Tired of getting destroyed. Oh. Three for the money, 2 for the shows. I don't know why. I don't know if some people are more likely to get bitten by mosquitoes or not. And I'm a bit allergic to it. Like, I'm a bit allergic to it in a sense where... Fuck you. Where I have a reaction to it that's more than other people. Okay. Are you finally ready to start? I am more ready to start. So we got season 1, episode 5. We have the tug of war. And this is kind of nuts because never was there a game where you killed each other. So for example, the first game was green light and red light, which there was no player going against each other. Second one was the candy. There was no player going against each other. The tug of war, there was people going after each other. So now you're basically saying like, okay, well, you're just gonna have to kill each other. So now the whole mentality change. It's really cool because you're getting more about the second young girl. So the other one with the knife, the other one, are friends. They're both teenager. And this is also super cool because right here, you got the crew of people that don't mind killing. They don't mind killing at all. And then you got our crew of people that do mind killing. So basically what you did there is very bad because on one note, you didn't allow them to eat. On the second note, you just broke not their brain, but their moral, right? It's really bad. Yeah, I think the mental capacity and the physical capacity, we see more of the way it goes. The crematorium, which is kind of bad. We see the increase in the salary. We have finally a bit of food, but it's kind of nuts because the food is not enough. It's more, but you still have to do 2 meals, which is kind of nuts. It's a really cool thing because now we're seeing people and they know each other better. You kind of get the touch of the people, right? And also there's a thing where you kind of have a bigger team because there's less people. So people, instead of doing small groups, they're going with bigger groups, which ends up not having a second night of infighting. Second night where people don't kill each other. You know, and this is nuts. Because even though there's not a night of infighting, right? Look at this. This is the way they build bed. Now, she's like, okay, well, it's gonna be another war. It's gonna be crazy. And now, so look what they start doing. Look what they start doing. Look at this. Look at this. They're building barricade. And it is also so good because how do you do it? How do you protect yourself? A lot of people are going to be smart and they're going to do a good job. Some people, they don't know how to defend themselves, so it's a bit harder. You know, the main characters. And he's saying, I'm going to go against you tonight. And the funniest thing is, the first thing he said that that's not gonna stop me. I'm going against you tonight. Now, for the gangster, this is priorities because the young girl, she owe him money, and the old girl with the cigarettes, she knows a secret that they have an advantage. So this is pretty bad. And the craziest thing is, the first thing he does is he take the doctor and he's like, yo, give him some information. So the doctor, once he's not gonna be useful, they'll kill him. Now, there's not a proof. There's not a proof that they knew each other before, like the gangster and his crew. But still, now what is really cool is they're planning for the night ahead, and it's nice because Squid Game is the whole game. It's not certain games. It's the whole time. Now, there's 40 people left. They close the lights. Now, are we gonna have a second night? I don't remember. I don't think so. Ali and the smart guy, they're very close, which sucks because, like I said, it's a very good narrative. So we like Ali and we don't like the guy with the glasses. So what you do is you put them together. So you like the conversation because you care about one of the characters. But the reality is you're not caring about one of the characters. You're making them closer. So when he kills, it feels a bit more like a betrayal. You know? Now we learn how to escape. He learns the city. The cops get kind of caught because he's not supposed to be there. So if you look here, this is very important. This is the cuffs. You see he has a circle, right? And almost everybody else in the room, they have a triangle. But he has a circle. It's kind of weird. Well, there's two circles, I guess. I'm not really sure what's going on here. I know they're harvesting the body. Which is important because we know that the guy is a cop. So it's information that he can have for everybody else. And then he knows that certain players, they have an advantage. So he knows the games are kind of rigged. People are getting some weapon. Now the doctor's like, yo, I'm not sleeping enough. I'm not eating enough. The doctor asks for more, which is kind of important. It sucks because Ji-hoon kind of anticipate the night. It's like, yo, I'm gonna have the main character is like, I'm gonna have to kill so many people. It's kind of affecting him. You see, they're not killers. But then there's a lot of people. There's everybody in this game. So more of that. I remember this. Ji-hoon had the white flag, and it's like waving the white flag. It's like, oh, I don't want to fight with you guys. And the truth is, this is kind of cool because a lot of people that night were defending themselves versus attacking each other. Because we're defending, if most people are like, hey, I kind of don't want to fight, people don't think that they have to fight. They don't have to fight. The doctor goes a bit crazy. He takes one of the guy hostage, and he's like, yo, I need more food. I need more everything. So he takes a scalpel, and he stabs one of the guard. But at the same time, the guard has a fucking gun. So it's not the same thing. So we see basically a player escape, which is a great narrative thing, because what if some of the players were rebelling, right? And because some of the players are rebelling, you see a lot of what's going on. Like I said, people that think that Squid Game is about the game, it's not about it. It's about the whole thing. It's about the whole entire thing. The police get caught up, right? They get caught into you have to reveal his identity, and nobody ever revealed his identity. So then that's kind of a big deal. This is the doctor again, and he wants to defend himself. I'm not showing you the screen. Oh, feels good, dude. I'm fucking itching like a mofo. Then it's funny. I spent like how much time did I spend outside in the dark? And I got completely destroyed. The doctor knows that he cannot do anything. So then the cop is like, yo, show me how to get out of here. Sorry, I wish I was more entertaining, but there's just so much to retell. Now, what happened, which is kind of cool, is the cops he learns that there's a way to get out of here. There's a couple of boats that you could use to get out of here. Now the boats are for the VIP, so that's a bit special. We have the frontman who's getting into the game, and when there's infighting, when there's rule breaker, that's when he does it. He's kind of the cops. So for example, this is a guard, and the guard got he got played by the doctor. He got played. He got his weapon stole. A lot of things, and the doctor went way further than he should have had. So this is a problem. Now we don't have a doctor, which is kind of like a bad thing, but still. Now, this is very important. The cops is going through the whole place, and you see that there's a lot of different things. For example, you see the rest of the Squid Game, which are not nice. And you see luxury. Wherever I am, I'm in a good place. This place is important because we see it in the beginning with the frontman. So this is the office of the frontman. And he doesn't know how important the frontman is, but know that this guy is important. It's complex because the cops come in to save his brother, but then you see how bad the game is. It's like, oh, I have to stop this. But at the same time, you kind of had bad intent. Now, the cop is important because, spoiler, and the first season, there's two people that survive. There's him, and there's a player. Which is, I'm not going to say which player, but there's a player. You guys know that there's going to be a player. He's going to win the whole thing. Let's see if... There you go. He's live.
Yo.
He's live, so I'm gonna have to go soon. I'm going to finish this episode, and then I'm going to have to go. Honestly, that's pretty much it. Not a lot to say. So now, you get to meet the VIPs. So they're super fucking important. The VIPs are businessmen that... Well, this is a mannequin, but you still see VIPs. They're businessmen that organize the whole thing. We got the night. Not a lot of people died. Now, it is kind of interesting because what you could do is you could just look at the number of players left, and if they died, they died. If they didn't die. Now, here, the dudes find an archive. So every single player that ever played has an archive there. They have a document. Like, okay, well, this player was this one. And then he's able to find his brother. Right? Which is kind of important. Because at the same time, all he has to do is quit archive. And all he has to do is list a player 2020. And then you find people. Now, we don't know. It's not precise if he found his brother or not. It's not precise. He does find his brother, but not in that way. So then, the funny thing is, these guys, the guard comes in, they're kind of disappointed because nobody killed each other. So like, what the fuck? You were supposed to kill each other. You didn't do a good job. At all. Which is kind of funny. And then, everybody is kind of saying, okay, well, this is bullshit. Those games are bullshit. I'm getting tired of it. Oh, poor guy. The old man was so scared he peed himself. This is so sad. See the cops going through more archive. Again, not precisely if he found his brother or not. Round 6, list of winner. Hung in which is his brother. You know, his brother made a game and he win. The brother's actually really important in the story. It's really, really, really important. Now he actually knows where it is, and hopefully we're gonna see the picture of the brother. Now, this is such a powerful narrative. Such a powerful narrative. I'm gonna show you. Because you know the year. You know the year, and I don't know if you noticed, but they kind of hide his face. They hide the face of the player. Now, his brother is still alive. See, they're hiding the brother. His brother is alive. But the problem here is they could show the face of the brother, but it wouldn't do a difference. It wouldn't do any difference because the brother, how can I say that? The brother played a game, yes, but he's still alive. He's still very present. So the brother, okay, this is spoiler. The brother is the front man, the guy in the black mask. So even though we knew his brother survived, if we know it's gonna be the front man, it doesn't really matter because you didn't see the front man's face. So you hide two faces that are the same faces, because you hide them twice, you're not actually hiding anything. Because even if we saw the picture, we don't know that he's the guy behind the mask. That's kind of nuts. Anyway, I'm gonna stop here because my TikTok battles are starting, and I'm gonna watch the TikTok battles. So I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace.
Pas moi ça. M'a t'aider à t'en souvenir.
I have learned I can survive just about anything.
I know it's live. Is he live or not?
T'as vu les bœufs devant? Hey. Oh. Regarde ici. Qui mini? Regarde mini. Oui. Regarde. C'est toi. Tu ronronnes. Ouais, vas-y, joue. C'est le mien. Viens le chercher si tu le veux. On va voir si t'as des coups.
Okay, let's go. So, Fortnite. Okay.
Là que tu vois que ta vie, c'est de la merde. Rien que t'as poté, man, on est 80. Drillé. Non, moi, je sais pas, là, man.
Combien ça coûte?
Une chaîne une montre à 200 balles, on s'entend.
Une montre EcoDrive de Citizen à 200$, Steve. Trouve-moi ça.
Go, arrête de jouer. Ben, go, man, au marché aux puces, big. Straight up au marché aux puces, big. Nous, on n'est pas avec ça, on trouve ça. Gagne tout le monde tapoter, s'il vous plaît, man.
Ça pareil.
Montrez-y que ça monte de la
Au marché aux puces. Hey,
OK, on est à quoi du ranking à soir?
check-moi la Guinée, toi.
52 gars du ranking à soir, ça va être chaud, guys. 52 galaxies. On les met ça en objectif, quoi? J'ai mis 10 000 roses, man, Steve.
Check ça, je vais mettre mes bébés lions habituels. On va voir si on va les avoir, OK?
Ah non, fuck off, moi aussi. Ah ouais, on va mettre ça, moi aussi. Tu vas voir.
3.
Big, tu penses-tu que tu vas...
Don't blink, it's your buying. Welcome to the Culture Show. Because I'm doing well because I'm having a wonderful day on this Oops.
Sorry, il est là.
Sorry.
Oui, Samuel,
Sorry, we're watching battles. On the 3rd July 2005, we are gonna be playing some Fortnite. I haven't played Fortnite in a couple of days. I haven't streamed in a couple of days. Once again, I am so sorry for that. Not that I don't like streaming, it's just with a new job, we are a bit busy. So there's possibly some updates left. The thing that I want to do first is we need to get a lot of level. So the level Y. Oh, we do have Fortnite crew. We do have Fortnite crew, which is great. Let's see what we have with the Fortnite crew. Dude, this doesn't work. Okay, so we have a bunch of stuff. By the way, I'm thinking about giving away I'm so sorry, guys, because we're doing a bunch of things at the same time. There you go. I'm thinking about giving, if possible, of course, and only if possible, thinking about giving the Rocket League thing. So I would possibly give it to Sarah Wins-A-Lot. He's my best friend. Well, I'm my best friend. So we have the Rocket Pass Premium. So I can give it. I don't know if I can give it. We have Reboot Man. Ooh, look at this. He's actually pretty cool. He's actually really cool. I love it. Okay. Queen. To be honest, I love Queen. This is a really cool skin. Not my favorite. Not my favorite. Bone is pretty cool. I like him a lot. Bone's pretty cool. Okay. I think it's nice that she's from the mask thing, so there was multiple reboots Leslie. Bubble Basher, Sweet Legacy. Sweet and Spicy. Sweet and Spicy is where? Sweet and Spicy? We'll see if it's... She's Sweet and Spicy. Yeah. There you go. X Cutter. Wame Katana. Super cool. Face Legacy. Part of the Void... Oh. Void Ox is whom? It's part of Niangla Face. Reboot Replica. Shadow. I'm actually really liking this. Gumball Gumshoe, Office Bound Pack. Any counter. Ooh, that's actually nice. Dude, this is a nice gift. No.
Ouais, ça doit être ça.
En voyant la tête de son fétisme à l'avorter, jamais je me
Nice.
suis
Fuck
dit
yeah. Now we have 200. They used to do only 100. But now they do 200. It's actually huge. I like in this.
As-tu compris ce que je t'ai dit, mon esti?
No.
Ouais, mais ça pue tellement de la bouche, le gros, ça sonne mal.
Oh, the good of that. There's lots.
Oui, c'était direct. Oh, what the fuck?
Let's go! Boom!
Nice. Yeah, then a while to say that
It's
these
the
guys
big
don't do
cat
battles
win.
a lot.
Let's fucking do it!
Do I need them to do battles? No, but I like having battles.
de chien. Guys, on est 140 partagés de
That's really
putain de
nice.
live.
Oh, you have
Partagés
the
de
mask
crise
off.
de live.
Ah, c'est que j'ai envie de le rincer,
I don't
lui,
have
à
the
soir,
haircut.
man, en plus.
Félix, ça, t'as envie de le rincer? C'est bon,
Oui.
Nice. I'll be honest and say I prefer the mask. Look at this. Library Legacy. I actually nice.
4 minutes et demie, le plus petit corps ferme sa gueule. comme
Ok,
ça.
4 minutes et demie, le plus petit corps comme ça.
Hey, on va t'affarmer ta petite Jolie.
Okay, so now we have the quest.
C'est drillé dans l'écran.
What is it? Summer only 40. So we're still good.
Um,
Why do I care so much about these? Well, they're free skin. Like, for example, Fortnite will give you free skin. They'll sell it. But if you don't manage to get the free skin, it's a bit of a you problem. Like, you have 14 days to get, what, how many you have? While you're in the air with balloons. Oh, balloons are new. Yes, we know we have some new quests. Balloons. Balloons are new. This is a way to get. What we'll do is we'll check out.
Hey, le câble, le chien a écrit sur ring light à terre.
What's up in the shop?
a manqué de courant, quoi.
GG.
Mec,
Maintenant, vous
Maman,
allez
don't
pas
jiggle,
dans
it
TikTok,
rolls.
esti, les drôles viennent dire
I
lâcher.
should all over the butterfly. I'm in to you. I'm in to you.
Il est tombé où? Il est tombé dans la bol. Il est naïf ben raide. Il a flotté comme une grosse bouée.
This is Diamond Bundle. Super
Avec tout le
cool.
monde ensemble, x3.
Super cool. I have
Il peut pas parler.
we have, oh, she's nice, dude. I have a couple of team leaders.
Yeah, tu me choyais, tabarnak.
Ouais, mais Bob, madame, moi, je suis.
C'est beau les beaux commentaires comme ça me touche. esti, Ça me fait pas envie de
Ouais.
dire mon genre.
It's in America, okay.
Everybody.
Mars Kill are
C'est qui le. Oh,
I don't know the skin we have the most. Marvel.
Oh, c'est qui le super-héros qui me fait ça? Mais c'est Lit.
They're pretty nice. And be careful with these because these are exclusive to Iron Man. Funny thing is, they released that skin and people went crazy. Oh my god!
X3. Plus petit corps, pas le droit de parler.
Oh my god. Guys, I've been waiting for this skin for so fucking long. Have it.
Oui, Cédric, Cédric!
Félix, ça prend ton x5.
En vente ta crise de gueule, puis arrête de te
I have to get it.
Oui, le clip, c'était pas le clip. Je bats du beau, si je t'ai mis à garou, gros. Avec tout le monde ensemble. Oh, c'est panique! Moi, j'ai plein de monde, j'ai pas une personne des connes!
I have to buy it. This is one of my favorite skins. I love Borderland. And it's cool because it's rare. First of all, it's rare. Second of all, they just released Borderland 4, so it's actually pretty impressive.
Faites attention au snipe en équipe sous plus. Everybody!
Bundle.
Snipe. Oh,
We got it.
il parle pas encore, il
Cycle
parle
Bandits. Gotcha. Gaming Legendary Series. I love Reboot, but I'm gonna be doing this. Cycle Buzzax, which is a weapon from Creed.
Yo, arrête ça tout de suite.
My name is Michael, a friend still not friend, not included. Cycle Bandits. Is it Yaku? Hey yo.
T'en as pas d'équipe,
This is one of my favorite skins.
Guys, on a deux.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I've been waiting for when I start playing Kingdom Hearts. I started playing Fortnite. Some of the skins that I wanted was Sasuke. Some guys that I wanted was Borderland. This is pretty cool. We're watching Squid Game right now. Lucky Box. She got the umbrella. I bet you anything that you want that there is a place for everything. They're pretty nice. Quick Game is pretty nice. Okay, Courage GD, Red Knights, Roshi, Flying Saucer, Party Deck, Mobile Master.
Faites attention, il risque de taper un bébé lion pour nous faire fucking chier.
Look at this shit.
Let's fucking go, man. Faut qu'on les
Red Raider. Reef Ranger. Party Diva.
Sans arrêt, non,
Cool skin.
ce soir. Let's do
Party
it.
MVP. Party Star, Nice Life. I bet you one thing that you won that there was an event where it was a party and this was a skin as a reward. Party Favor.
J'allais sortir, gros, dans 3 semaines, c'est Cuba, guys. J'allais
Aww.
sortir, faire du contenu à l'extérieur, c'est ce que je fais cet été, man.
Oh shit, Annika, je comprends.
Gang, faites attention, tu comprends rien, tu peux même pas parler, fait que tu comprends rien, grosse conne.
Hey, tu vas fermer ta gueule, toi, tu vas me parler autrement. Tu te prends pour qui ici avec ta crise de bière de ta fiole? T'es-tu correct, toi, là?
Il ose parler sur les points à l'éclite.
Actually, cool emote. I'm not big on emote, so.
Ouais, tu veux jouer au gros top, ma grosse boboule de graisse? On va te montrer.
Love the battle, the battle.
Tu veux jouer au gros top, quoi? Essaye de rattraper mon score.
Kid
Ah ouais,
Bash?
mon petit Félix?
Kid Bash is nice, but I prefer the Kit Kat.
Félix!
Not the chocolate bar, but the Kit Kat inside.
Hey, faites attention, je vous dis, faut sniper l'objectif. Un objectif qu'on gagne.
Super nice.
Faut sniper, s'il vous plaît.
Ça gagne pareil, ta gueule, là.
Comme là, ta crise de gueule, des connes. Ouais, c'est
Ouais.
des connes.
Puma.
Mon esti de cave.
Ouais, je le savais, c'était un sans dessin, gros, juste pour
Ouais,
faire
fucking.
fucking chier à la dernière seconde.
Aïe, aïe. Félix.
Y'a pas d'aïe.
Félix, for real. MVP, mon boy. Puis en passant, t'es rendu.
Yeah, no, I actually like her.
trois
I think it's
gants.
founded
T'as
stuff.
3 gants, mon gars.
Yo,
Je sais
Magic
pas si
with
tu
good
sais
race
comment les utiliser ou whatever, fais juste me le dire parce que pour
Yo,
vrai,
come
ça serait
on,
intéressant de les avoir parce que je peux
right,
pas parler sinon la
yeah,
game, c'est long pour vous
yeah.
autres, là. Moi, j'aime ça, jaser avec vous autres, puis l'envoyer chier, ce restant de fond de couche-là. là.
Tapoter puis partager.
Le restant de crotte, là, c'est là, à côté, le restant
Comment
de
tu vas?
crotte, là.
I think I'm okay.
Tu me montres qu'ils ont compétence!
There's a good thing to fuck it all up in
Ils ont
one
5
night.
points de gros
That's
chef, c'est
me.
2-0 pour eux autres, mais ils ont 5 points quand même. Hey, c'était
Yeah,
fat
those
comme
are the
mon
headlights.
Stéphane. est-ce
No
que-
3-5 en partant.
Oh, GG, man, pour le concours, big boy, man.
Ouais, don't
Gang,
worry.
abonnez-vous à Stéphane
I
si vous ne le
think
connaissez pas, man.
32 wrong with me. I fight.
Abonnez-vous à Stéphane.
I have roughly one of the
Participe
least popular
dans plein de
skins,
choses, man.
which is really bad because they did a special with Snoop Dogg and her.
Yo, gang,
Nice
tapoter,
fight.
il pourra
And
plus parler
everybody
de
loved
shit,
the
man.
Snoop Dogg skin, but nobody liked
Gang,
her.
je peux
Ok,
parler.
ok. Ta gueule, viens!
So I feel bad for her. So nice.
Ça va super bien. Ça va super bien, merci. Toi, tu vas bien. Oh, c'est-tu? L'éclat avec la galaxie, let's go, l'éclat! Merci, Gabriel. Merci, Mom. Let's go! Oh, ils ont mis un autre x5, gang. Faut jouer dans le x2 comme
Safe.
premier cadeau. Faut jouer en x2 comme premier cadeau, guys. Tout le monde ensemble, everybody. Faites
Actually-
attention à leur crise de x5 de pauvre côté. Si tu fais
Ah
attention
ouais,
à leur
ça-
crise de costume, si.
It looks good, and let's check out the routes.
Non, tu vois bien, Phoenix, à part toi, y'a personne d'autre.
Did they have cool skin?
2x5 dans le crise de beurre.
That's
Esti,
what
il
what I
me
love
semble
about
pas
the
ce
skin.
gars. Fait que ça tombe
I
bien de
kind
mettre ça dans
of see
le
Claptrap
beurre.
behind it. Okay,
Les
good.
gars, tu penses que c'est 10 matchs-là, gros, on vend tes wins. Oublie
Look
ça.
at this.
Oublie des wins, grosse conne. On t'entendra pas chanter, ni parler, ni
No way. No way you can hear Claptrap. No way.
Gang, on dirait que tu
Oh, I thought you could hear it.
À soir, on se casse les chauds, raide, man. Esti, on casse tout pour elle. J'ai besoin de nous autres, man. On pète, on brise le ring à soir, man. Le plus petit score pour
Take
moi,
it
man,
away.
je veux, man.
Say,
Là, c'est 2-0 pour eux autres. 5 wins en plus.
to-
Bon, ils pètent la gueule, man. 60 points en équipe, gang.
We'll go with zero build. We go for normal because we haven't played normal in a while. We haven't played normal a lot. Compared to other things, we haven't played it a lot. 38 games, we're good. Adia. I'm happy that we're playing Fortnite.
Tout le monde ensemble.
It's been a long ass time we played. As you know, we're gonna do some clips. We're playing the tower. We're uploading. It's really good.
Let's go!
Oh, am I happy that we got a skin? Absolutely. Absolutely. I just think that we spent way too much for the
On va se faire fourrer dans le cul, là. Je vous dis merci à tout le monde qui tapote, super apprécié, man. Merci, oui, Daxam! Merci,
for Father's Day. And at the same time, it was so special.
Capote, y'a rien qui se passe, là.
Ah, toi, tais-toi, je te parle pas!
You think you hear me okay? The volume's okay?
Oui, on s'en calisse bien raide de ton chat, baby.
It feels like it's off. There you go.
Oui, Stéphane avec les gars. Putain, toi. Hey, mon gros épée qui essaye de jouer, Annika. Annika, va dormir, il est baisse, là.
Nice.
Annika.
Connecting.
Tu sais que
Is it ready?
Le
Look how nice. Look how nice this kid is. Get ready? First game.
Merci.
Bien, on l'a fait, man. On fait
First
Nico,
game,
pas de
Eddie.
chance avec
Oh,
niveau
the
26,
evening.
on sait jamais ce qu'elle peut faire.
I will play until the battle finish. I'll play some more.
Faites
I feel
attention,
like
man.
Claptrap's gonna talk a lot.
Niveau 26, c'est
Le gang, on a 5 wins à sauver, je pense que
Ok,
c'est plus là, là.
Which I'm kind of happy about. Okay, Claptrap. Claptrap is usually one of my favorite black things. Claptrap, if you're a fan of Borderland, is one of the most. It's a mascot, if you will. It's a mascot. The thing with Claptrap is, do I like him or not? I like him, sure, but I think that they use him in too many games. They use him in every single game, which is 6. It's the only character that they use 6 times. Oh shit, I don't have the right controller.
Merci Valérie.
On
Quand
the
on est à
right
quoi de
controller.
ranking 48 cas. On va le chercher. Il est devant nous autres, le gros gras déjà. Là. Faut aller le chercher. On a 2 heures, man. 2 heures pour aller le chercher. On n'a pas le choix. 48 cas, c'est rien, man. 48 galaxies.
Ben oui, puis-
On est 103.
100%.
Fait que tout le monde pique une galaxie, puis c'est fait.
Good.
Hey, ta crise de grand gueule, plus capable de l'entendre, là.
Mais toi, tu peux même pas. Mais gros, t'as pas le choix de m'entendre. On a 5000 points. Cave, on en a pas 100.
There you go. The tech.
Je t'en ai en instant.
La gueule. Posez votre carte de crédit. Faites-les pleurer, choyer. Gosse, mais pourtant, je gosse, mais t'es dans
There you
mon
go.
crise de l'air à m'écouter.
You have the good controller. Look at this skin, it's such a nice skin. This one I'm sure to use a lot. It's a bit more worth it than something I'm not gonna use as much. Catch up. So what is kind of cool is you basically don't have a lot of back bling that offers you fuck. Now it won't allow me because the phone is too hot. I'm gonna have to go on the other phone. But then this one is hot too. So I could keep me bang. So I'm gonna have to wait. A bit rusty. We'll see what I'll do is I'll turn off the AC. I don't have a choice. He's not great and I'm not great. There you go. It was 2-player. I got fucking lucky here. Good. Yeah, so let me turn on the AC, which will allow us to have a cooler phone, which will allow us to listen to something in the background. Oh, it feels good, bro. I've been going out a lot for content, and I don't know why I'm getting about like a mosquito fit. Swear to God, guys. Swear to God. I swear to God. A mosquito buffet. Usually I'm able to, I don't know why, it doesn't work.
Gang, assurez-vous d'être abonné, vous n'êtes pas abonné, mais c'est débile, on a les 10 000. Là, à soir, je veux les 10.2 cas, même, pas le choix. Yo, Jacob, en forme. Gang, ça prend des petits noms sur le site d'abonné. Stéphane.
actually charging. Okay.
Oh, chien, bien dit, mon Jacob. Ça tente de le prendre, on recharge une galaxie. On en a 50 dans l'objectif pour enlèvement de ligne. Think snipe. Ça snipe. Oh, ça va sniper, c'est sûr.
Ok.
Avec les snipers d'eau, c'est 100 points, 150 points. Oh, on se dit quoi? C'est de l'eau. La galaxie, mon sang.
Ok, gang, il va falloir se réveiller. Pour vrai, je pense que...
I don't care if we died, it was a mission.
Il y a 8 personnes avec une rose. Merci Jojo, merci Lit. Elle va le débloquer puis arrête de pleurer.
Je t'ai débloqué puis je t'ai démuté, là. Je ne sais pas pourquoi elle a fait ça, là.
Ici Stéphane, merci KLB. Il en manque deux personnes avec une rose, guys. Faites-les pleurer. Ils l'ont pas, je pense, au fond. En plus, ils l'ont pas, man. C'est le temps de leur prendre. Patou, tu vas faire quoi? Débloquer parce que t'es un virus, mais. Il y a 2 personnes avec une rose. Oui, merci, Matt Fortier. Comment il va, man? On l'a eu, merci, mon état, let's go! Ah, il peut pas parler, gang, il est à 100 points de parler. Faites attention, il reste drillé un peu tout le monde en attendant qu'il aille.
Juste à ça, c'est exactement modérateur.
Arrête de parler, on veut pas t'entendre pleurer ici. Je sais pas c'est qui le modo là-bas qui a payé son nom, mais bien ici.
Inquiète pas, Patou, là, elle a fait une erreur.
Elle a fait une erreur! Ouais, comment il va, mon Antoine? Antoine, il peut pas avoir investi. Oh, c'ti, oui, les avec le monégon, c'ti. Fermez vos yeux, mes gros biens à côté. Oui, partage, si tu vas faire quoi, Patou? Ça coûte trop cher pour jouer à ça, mon Patou. Mon petit HMH, tu vas faire quoi? Niveau 24. On va faire quoi? Hey, on est 135, pensez-vous qu'on veut perdre? Oh, c'ti, oui, les dis-moi salut, Lit, dis-moi quelque chose, c'ti, Lit, dans le chat, c'ti. Une fois trop, faites attention si sur une galaxie par là, c'ti. Let's go, trembler le virus, qu'est-ce que tu fais, ça, trembler le virus, va toucher. Il parle avec les gros de Thank you, Annie, Thank you, KLB.
ça a bugué, c'est bon, on arrête, on écrit l'appel.
Faites attention, faites attention.
HMH, certainement.
Ok, là, fatigué. Ouais, pas de stress, les clients. Pas de stress. Si je sais qu'un match, je vais dire, oh, je vais aller tranquilliser. Le gang, les galaxies, on est à 49 galaxies à explorer. Avec tout le monde ensemble, Astigal. On est à 46 galaxies. C'est normal pour le tapotage, normal, c'est big respect. Ouais, t'es-tu là ou t'es pas là? Est-ce que ton équipe est absente, quoi?
Hey, tu fais ton baveux, hein, tous les mecs, ça commence à péter, tu vas
La
fermer
fille
ta
qui bloque le détonateur, l'autre bord. À quel point la fille qui bloque les détonateurs, l'autre bord, tout le monde. Clarence, ça fait le mal.
gang de Oh, là, on se fait défoncer, man.
Stéphane MVP, t'as gagné un x5. Jojo MVP, Pradun MVP. KLB MVP, Annie, Monitor, Max, c'est 3-2 pour nous autres, on va faire quoi? Il était tout fier de me dire à 4 minutes et demie, oh, j'ai plus de points, femme ta gueule! Merci, mon chat, mon Alex Chaulier, enfin! Sinon, tout le monde. Il a fait une pièce puis il chiale, ben ouais, mon gars, vous, esti. Il a fait une pièce dans le match passé, esti, pis le gars, il chiale comme ça. What's up, ça va?
Ok, fuck ton esti de mute game, tout le monde.
Oh, ouais, fuck ça, ben.
Ouais, fuck ça, man.
Les points se font pas aller comme la gueule, hein?
Quel soufflette tu vas mettre de ma main sur ta gueule, une sentie, ta femme, ta crise de gueule.
C'est une soufflette. Ça vaut 12, ça fait chialer après. Non, ouais. Cheers, hein, Steve, vous avez du caractère, gars, on est 145. Hey, on est 4. Ah ouais, gros, c'est toi qui te demande, c'est tout. Ce que tu viens de faire, moi, te le faire à toi, bien évident, je te le dis, mais. Je sais pas quel a dit.
Les chats, ils ont encore collé le ring light à terre, man.
Non, dis-tu que t'as des problèmes de colère.
Pas assez pour parler de problème de colère, le gars.
T'es un yin agressif. T'as besoin de gérer tes émotions, Max Boy?
As-tu besoin que je te défonce la tête, toi?
T'as besoin, avec des gros enfants.
Défoncer le crâne, le gros, tu vas faire.
T'as un petit gars derrière moi, Big. Pourquoi c'est tout noir chez lui? Parce que l'hydro vient de le couper, Big. Je sais même pas pourquoi il lève encore. Le style l'hydro a coupé, pis il est encore en live.
Tabarnak, là.
Fâché, quoi. Bientôt, il se rendra pas. Est-ce a coupé l'hydro de même?
Gang, on démute Tiny Devil.
Tu vois, en ce moment, je suis à Niagara Falls, guys.
Oh my god.
Merci, Annie Rose, à 10h de Montréal. Merci, Stylet. Merci, Annie. Avant que guys, faites attention. Là, on a 3 wins, c'est 3 à 2.
Deux roses s'ouvraient, la gang. On peut-tu se réveiller, Carré, se faire chier, le petit baveux, l'autre bord, là?
Peux-tu se réveiller, s'il vous plaît? Il faudrait boire une coupe de Galaxy, ce match-là. On est 126.
Yes.
Il y en a 3 ou 4 qui sont capables de pitcher une Galaxy. L'objectif, vous se rapprocher du
Ouais,
ranking.
deux, gang. Chris et Zinrings.
Merci, Shatton. Ah, ben oui, moi, MTS. Il y a une fois deux, tout le monde ensemble, on a 3 wins à sauver. Mettons football, il est parti, Stéphane. Ah, ouais, il est parti 2 fois 5 fuck. 10 secondes, 2 fois 2, guys.
Oui, Patou, let's fucking go.
Patou, il profite 10 fois 2, tout avec des 200-300 points, le bon. Patou, le pauvre!
Oui, je vais te coller mon dos, ça va régler le problème. Hein?
Il est dû pour une balle, lui, l'autre bord. Eh ouais, il est dû pour une balle, je pense. Une petite drette, quoi.
Mon poing traverserait tellement ta gueule, le gros, là, que. Gros, on l'entendrait résonner jusque dans le dédans de ton hostie d'hôtel, mon trou de cul.
En tout cas, j'espère que je pourrais pas l'arriver pendant une couple de jours après ça. J'espère que tu vas être en état de me faire arrêter de live, quoi.
Gros, je vais pogner une drill, m'a drillé 2 genoux, mon esti d'épais. M'a te trisser un clou dans chaque ongle dans une table, ça te tente-tu? Tu vas fermer ta gueule, m'a te visser 2 genoux avec une mèche, le gros grosse de même. Ouais, ça va faire ton frais.
Okay, happy to balance.
Ben, rien à faire, ben non, merci MDS pour le follow.
No, I gotta love his cool skin.
le gros, ben ouais, le gros. Le gros, tu vas-tu gagner ça, le gros?
The Birdman doesn't really change.
Puis tu de la pièce, le gros. Hey, what's up à tout le monde? Pour vrai, je vous dis un gros merci à tout le monde qui prend le temps de tapoter, qui prend le temps de m'écouter. Ça faisait 3 soirs que je
Le gars, il cale autant que le canal rideau, là, pis il vient me faire chier, ça va être beau, là.
je cale autant, les gars.
Bon. Enlève ta casquette!
Est-ce que je paierais tous les jours pour ce show-là? Ah, c'est débile.
Enlève ta casquette! Gros, tu cales autant que le canal rideau, pis tu viens me faire chier ici?
Ben gros, ma team vient de faire chier, mais... Parce que moi, je peux dire le mot... Moi, je peux dire les deux mots. Ma team. Mon équipe est là, big.
Ton équipe, il y a juste les qui joue, big, arrête, là!
Non, tu connais pas cette... Tu connais pas... Pradon, tu sais, elle veut...
Pradon, c'est une esti de vieille connasse.
Ben gros, l'équipe, elle te fait à l'arrêt, big. On snipe.
Pradon, c'est une profond dans le cul, cette esti.
Avec ses bois. Ah, fan ta gueule. Hey, l'équipe a dit fan ta gueule, le lore. Le lore, big, c'est bon ça, le lore. Le MVP Litlit, MVP Annie, Jojo, Alex Choyer.
Le lore, hey. Tu me traites de l'or, je vais pleurer.
C'est 4-2 pour Choyer, hostie. Hey, t'es à quoi du ranking détruit? Allez me dire, il est à combien du ranking, guys?
William.
Le but, c'est d'être plus proche de lui. Le but, c'est d'être plus proche de lui. Allez me dire, il est à combien de cas du ranking, s'il vous plaît?
Brise de baveux de sacrement, man.
Le but, c'est d'être plus proche de lui, man. D'aller le chercher avant lui, je veux dire.
Pas moi, Papa Jack, faut que le monde y joue, man.
Nous autres, on est à 46 cas du ranking. Lui, il est à combien de cas, guys? Là, on est 140. Je veux que tout le monde prenne le temps de tapoter, puis abonnez-vous, guys, s'il vous plaît.
Pas faire.
OK, il est à 47 cas. OK. Nous autres, on est à combien de cas, j'ai dit? 46. Il est à 2. Il est à 1 cas derrière nous autres. Faites attention.
Hey, sérieusement, là, t'aurais insulté mon intelligence à pas savoir c'était quoi 1 plus 1, là, le tata.
Il y a juste 1 cas de plus. Gang, on a juste une galaxie de plus que lui. Il faut s'éloigner de lui puis se rapprocher du ranking avant lui. Come on.
Hey, gars, checkez ça, j'ose plus, man, je vous laisse aller. Vous voulez que ça joue, man? Moi, je parle plus.
Je j'ose plus. Je veux plus vous jaser. Ça coûte cher me parler, moi. Un qui me dit... Je sais pas, 47. Hey, Antoine, 2-3 galaxies, ça te tente-tu qu'on se rapproche du ranking avant lui? Ah ouais, gros, je suis sûr que t'as même pas un riche pour t'envoyer une galaxie pour passer de me battre. Fait que ta gueule, le cam, hein. On m'a parlé, mais que t'avais un petit riche qui met 20 pièces sur TikTok pour toi, big. Bon, Félix, big. Est-ce que oui, Félix, tout le monde le sait, gros. Il paierait cher pour me fendre. Mais à part lui, il n'y en a pas d'autre qui le ferait. 3-3 l'équipe. 3-3. Faut garder le score plus haut. Là, on monte nos wins. À ce temps qu'on a pété ses wins, c'est 4-2 pour nous autres les wins. Là, c'est nous autres. On a 4 wins en ligne. Il en a fait 2 en ligne, on en a fait 4 en ligne. Là, faut monter ça. Pourtant, il y a juste un cas derrière nous autres. Faut faire attention. Personne avec des roses. Il va voir. Ben, je commence à recevoir des bébés lions, des baleines, des interstellaires. Et oui, je vous jure, il va pleurer. Merci, il en manque 2. Gang, il leur en manque une. Ils vont vouloir nous fourrer dans pas long, man. Il en manque 2. Comment? Est-ce qu'on est 120? Ils ont combien l'autre bord? J'ai une galaxie en réserve. Il y a ça, mon Antoine, tu peux apprécier, fou. Merci, Antoine, il en manque une. Oui, merci, Lauriane. Merci, F-Card, on l'a eu, mon esti de l'or. Tu vas faire quoi, mon pas propre? Il a dit qu'il parlerait pas, puis il parle pas pour vous rêver. On se dit oui, t'es avec la galaxie. Tiens, ta game est déjà finie, big. Faut trois tout le monde ensemble. Là, on a 2 cas d'avance sur lui. Faut continuer à monter. 2 cas, c'est rien, mais on a 50 galaxies en objectif. Faites juste pitcher une galaxie par personne ou un des gars par personne pour on est dans le crise de rang cool.
Débarque de là!
Tu parles à toi, mon chien? Parle à toi, mon pitou? Tout le monde ensemble, faut driver. On est juste 125. Pourquoi, tabarnak? On n'est pas capable de réussir à 200 personnes, câlisse. Un petit time dans le dernier x3, on est-tu game ou on n'est pas game? On est-tu game?
Ah, gars,
tornade de l'eau, man.
c'est rien qui se passe, là. Oh,
Une petite baleine, esti, à 2 cas, là, puis je vous pète une tornade. À bonne franquette, esti. Monte ton chien. Ah, ben là, je veux pas rentrer dans. Je veux pas rentrer, man, dans la chambre d'hôtel, man, parce que sinon, man, ça va réveiller. Je veux pas réveiller tout le monde non plus. Puis le petit, il dort pas loin de la porte, man. Dans son parc, pas loin de la porte, man. Fait que, gros, je vais pas faire exprès. C'est pour ça que je me suis roulé 3-4 battes, esti. J'ai amené mes smokes, j'ai amené toute ma bière. J'ai tout amené dehors, man, pour être sûr de pas rentrer le moins possible, man. Je le mets tout le temps dans mes stories sur Snap, man, mon chien, man, ou dans... Fait qu'allez voir ça, man, M en bas, Charlie. Dans le fond, c'est simple, là, pendant 9 jours, je suis à Niagara. Là, je viens de compléter ma première journée. Mais là, le monde m'a demandé de sortir des story time, des grosses crises de story de débiles. Fait que je vais vous sortir du gros crise de contenu en story, là. J'ai commencé aujourd'hui, là.
Hey, c'est de la grosse roche, hein, que t'as?
Non, mais moi, j'ai trop... du nitro big.
Hey, lui, il va y lâcher, ça sera pas long.
Toi, c'est des gros burgers que t'as chez vous, hein? Toi, quand tu colles une poutine, ça doit être une grosse poutine. Toi, quand tu te colles un burger, ben c'est impossible, t'en colles 4 burgers. Toi, quand tu te colles une pizza, ça doit être une small, oublie, c'est une extra large. Quand tu vas à Belle-Province pour manger un petit trio hot dog puis une frite, oublie ça. T'en rajoutes 6 hot dogs puis tu changes ta frite pour une poutine puis ta liqueur pour une extra grosse. C'est qui lui? Je fais à Baboune. Où ma galaxie? L'équipe! Non, il est en feu à soir. J'essaie, gros. Ça fait 3 soirs, je suis pas là, man, à soir. J'ai pas le choix de me donner de
Ah, les gang, sérieux, man?
On se dit MVP Litlit, t'as eu une brume puis un x2. Willows MVP, Antoine MVP, Jojo MVP.
Merci, Annika. Merci.
5-2. 5-2, esti. Mais pourtant, on fait pas des gros scores, guys, esti. Ce serait pas pire de recevoir une affaire de cave. Quelqu'un me dit de filmer. Esti, un petit bébé lion ou plus. Oh, gang, ils ont mis un x5. Pourquoi? Gang, faites attention. Esti, braillard.
x5, la gang.
Tu parles à moi ou à lui à côté? Moi, je suis ici pour me divertir, mon débile. En tout cas, t'as un épée qui a mis un x5 puis de la petite... Ah! Il pitch de la rose partout dans le x5. Ah ouais, envoie les chiens, big! Un petit 1 point, vous voulez le convertir en 5 points? Un petit 1 point? Oh. Il voulait convertir un petit 1 point en 5 points, big!
Merci, Patou.
Mais Patou, le x5 t'as fini, mon attardé. Qu'est-ce que tu fais?
Charlie, petite fiotte que Félix fait dire.
Félix, t'es un mange-graine. Félix, il essaie juste d'être famous, le gros. Il est pas capable de faire des lives, sûrement parce qu'il y a une vieille gueule à y fesser dans la face. Fait qu'il essaie de gifter du monde qui ont un petit peu de visibilité pour essayer de se faire connaître de même. C'est ça, le gros, là. C'est une vraie tafiole, le gros. Sinon, il n'y a pas de cadre, il n'y a pas de contenu, il n'y a pas de rien à part de la crise d'argent, bien-être sociale.
Ferme ta gueule, le gros. Ferme-la ta gueule, là.
Tu m'as pas dit que c'était un mute, là. Tu m'as pas dit que c'était un mute.
Guys, on active ça, let's go, là.
T'es un épais, toi, là, comme me dire, fermer ma gueule quand dans mon live.
Tout le monde tout le temps, là. Je suis pas content parce que...
Merci Antoine, Jojo, merci,
Ça va
gang,
être
ils vont
correct.
jouer. Félix, c'est l'autre bord, on a 5 queens, faites attention. Le petit chien est l'autre côté, gros. Je te dis, je sors le choker si tu joues, Félix. Oublie. Les clips, tu mettras la brume à 30 secondes du x3. Mec, il reste 30 secondes du x3, tu mets ta brume. Là. Puis tu mettras ton x2 aussi en même temps, à 30 secondes. Merci, ou ton fromage. On l'a eu.
Félix,
On l'a eu. On l'a eu.
Max P. Forget, tu peux m'envoyer la photo que tu veux, mon gars.
On l'a eu. x3.
Mec, j'aimerais tellement qu'on le démolisse, calice!
Comme d'ailleurs, check les qui a été parce que Félix,
Sortez
il est
le
là.
Fire, là.
Oh, j'aimerais ça qu'on démarre. Oh, Kyle! Quelle est une interstellaire? Kyle! Félix, tu vas faire quoi, mon gros BS? Tu vas faire quoi, Félix? T'es un malade! T'es un fucking une brume peu x2. Oh, c'est en plus! Kyle! Abonnez-vous à mon modo, Kyle! Kyle, je te fais une putain de tornade, mon gars! Hey, faut pas jouer! Oh, calice, Félix, la carte, elle passe plus, merde! Félix, pas grave, je monte ton petit salaire. Merci, ton fromage. Merci, esti, je cliente. Oh, mon Kyle, tabarnak, respect fou. Bon, le but, c'est d'aller chercher le classement avant ce chien-là. Là, on a 12 cas d'avance. On a 12 cas avant lui d'aller chercher le ranking. Là, c'est ça que ça prenait un boost, esti,
Vraiment,
tabarnak.
c'est ça que c'est pas possible, là.
Ah non, Félix, tu sais qu'il est en pitch, fait que t'es enquêteur.
Félix, faut le péter que TikTok Universe, non, ta gueule!
Moi, Kyle m'a déjà pitché un lion à 35 ans. J'en ai-tu quitté un? Non, il m'a pitché un interstellaire, puis je suis fou merde, big. J'ai pas quitté un...
Ah, de quoi, quelqu'un ici?
Ah, ben là, il me faudrait un universe, gang.
Tu veux qu'on fasse quoi?
Hey, t'as de la peine? T'as un petit peu de peine? Oh, si je m'en viens chaud. Gros tata. Hey, Kyle, il dit t'es un gros tata. T'es un esti de sans dessin. C'est pas un mute. Ben, ça a l'air que non, il parle. Ben, la prochaine, on fera un mute. Je suis down. Félix, t'es-tu game d'être là, quoi? Félix? Attends, Félix. Sûrement qu'il faut que je te passe la blague carte, mon gars, pour que tu joues, c'est quoi? Parce que moi, je l'ai, la blague carte. Bien, faites attention au snipe.
Mec de chon, y'a la merde, même. Faites attention, quoi? T'as 31 000 points, le mongol!
Hey, Félix, oublie ça, il est allé se coucher, puis il t'a rincé, quoi. Hey, Cal, il t'a naillé, mon gars, il t'a pitché comme une bouée dans le fleuve, gros. Une grosse bouée qui flotte. Une grosse bouée qui flotte. Hey, merci pour les roses, fou. Même pas 2 cordes.
Ok, mais il est vraiment légume, ce gars-là. Là.
La gang, ça se peut que ça snipe un universe si l'autre est
C'est
4.
correct, là!
Faites attention. Si Félix est là, ça peut faire mal. Bienvenue au Niagara. Ben oui, esti, mon Kyle. Bienvenue au Niagara. Donc, faites attention. Je vous dis, ça peut jouer. Quand je te dis, il peut snipe. Je vous le dis.
Tu verras pas un universe, là! T'es-tu ça coupe?
Ah, c'est gros, la carte, elle passe plus des on a ce souhait, Félix, tu vas faire quoi? MVP Kyle, gang, je veux que tout le monde écrit Kyle avec des crises de cœur ici. T'as gagné 2x5 Kyle. MVP Litlit aussi pour toute la crise de beau love, man. You, ton fromage MVP, man. Litlit, t'as gagné une brume. Fait que je la veux dans le x5 à 30 secondes, puis Kyle, 1 x5 à 30 secondes du
Je te
x3.
dis, big.
On a 6 wins, c'est 6 à 2, guys. 6 à 2.
Non, je mets le chonga à soir, sacrément, il est pire que...
Donc, je veux que tout le monde écrit Kyle avec des cœurs, man. Hostie, Kyle, le gros, tu veux que je te fasse une tornade? Tu veux-tu? Dis-moi oui, Chris, Hostie. Je veux pas que tu me dises non. Faut que tu me dises oui.
Hey, Papa Jack, d'après moi, tu commences à être chaud, toi, là.
Le gars, il dit, oh, je vais t'envoyer une petite galaxie. Oh, tu commences à être chouette, dégage.
Ah, ta gueule.
C'est pas ça, accroche pas la galaxie. Gang, je veux que tout le monde écrit Kyle avec des cœurs, man, puis Sarah. Sarah avec des cœurs. Sarah, c'est Litlit, mais qui a changé son nom pour Sarah. Fait qu'il écrivait Sarah avec des cœurs qui est Litlit. Moi, je le sais au final, c'est Litlit, man.
Ouais, j'ai vu, vie.
Tout le monde ensemble.
T'es tout seul à soir, quoi?
Just no way.
Quoi? Quoi? T'as 0 win? Quoi? 0 win?
Quand même!
C'est 6 à 2, Félix a choqué de sniper, quoi?
Veux-tu savoir pourquoi qu'on laisse pas appeler à Félix?
Parce que gros, il pue de l'arrêt. Non, mais pour vrai, mais...
Il te donne
pour vrai.
rien.
Pour vrai. Gros, je m'en calisse qu'il me donne rien. Penses-tu que j'ai besoin de sa petite monnaie pour vrai? Big, je t'ai à Niagara pendant 9 jours, gros. Tu penses que c'est gratuit, monter là en essence? C'est 11 heures de char. Tu penses que c'est gratuit, payer 11 heures d'essence? Tu penses que l'hôtel est gratuit pendant 8 jours pour 6 personnes? Oublie ça. 5 personnes. Oublie ça. Oublie ça, Big, là. Fait que la petite monnaie de Félix, je m'en calisse, là. Je suis capable de vivre, là. C'est sûr qu'avec sa monnaie, je vivrais encore mieux, mais je vis... Yo, oublie ça, là. Moi, je suis pas pris dans mon
Je peux te
salon.
confirmer quelque chose.
Toi, ta meilleure...
La
meilleure...
bite à Félix, là, suce-la, je te le dis.
J'y crache même dessus. Tiens, mon Félix. Tu vas faire quoi?
Suce-la.
On va faire quoi, gang? On a 6 wins, ils ont 200 points, ils ont 6 points de plus. Faites attention. Faites attention, gang. Ça prend des roses. Pitcher des petites roses pour activer un x3. On est 150. Ça prend des petites roses pour un x3. On a des x5 et on a des brumes en plus. Je vous dis qu'on peut la gagner. Ça prend juste des roses. Merci, man.
Hey!
Oh non, merci, Max Ninja. Tout le monde des petites roses. Tout le monde des petites roses. Hey, mon BS, êtes-vous capable de pitcher de la rose, non? style. Pas capable de pitcher de la rose l'autre
Salut
côté.
Noémie, comment tu vas?
En gros, ça s'appelle Patou Minou, puis ça joue d'un fois 2 des 200 points. Merci mon X Homard crevette. C'est mon
Ben, où
maçon
ce
dans le
serait
fond.
fire, gang, là? C'est que on se build 10 wins sur sa tête.
10. Félix, il essaye de rembourser ses dettes. À skip, il est en négatif.
Puis qu'on soit dans le ring avant lui. Parce qu'à toutes les hosties de fois, c'est Chaudier qui est en avant de nous autres, man.
Yo, j'étais à 35K du ranking, t'es où? Il doit être loin, ça, c'est
Ah,
idée.
Baby Minette, c'est sûr.
Gang, ok, on n'aura pas de x3, faut jouer. Ok. Ok. Oh, qui a mis ça? Jacques a mis son x5, gang. Tout le monde, on joue dans le x5. On joue minimum des donuts.
Comment?
Minimum des donuts. Jacques, il donne un. Let's go, esti. La tornade, oui, la tornade, man. Mais Kyle, il m'a-tu dit oui, hostie, Kyle? Même s'il me dit pas oui, c'est sûr qu'il me dit oui. Moi, je le connais, Kyle. Merci, gang. Pas de rose dans le x5, pas de rose. Merci, les lit. Merci, esti, maçon. Ben là, il y a de la broue un peu. J'attends juste que la broue abaisse, man. C'est pour ça. Merci, Jacques. Merci, yo, ton fromage.
Ah, pas les 10 wins. Écoute. Faut y croire, gang.
Merci, Jérémy. Hostie, gang. Ok, faut faire attention. Ils peuvent nous rattraper quand même, là, à la fin. Là, Kyle, tu mettras ton x5 à 30 secondes, puis les lit ta brume à 30 secondes. What's up, ça bible la donne.
Ok, puis à date, tu trouves ça comment, Félix?
Nice. I can't level. It would just
Il y a une grosse tornade, t'as chug une bière.
so we just use the
Ah, moi, allez. Baby Minette, je peux rien faire, c'est pas moi qui ai le pouvoir de faire ta win. Mais calisse que je prie un moment donné pour qu'on soit dans le fucking rank avant ce hostie-là, man.
Oublie ça, Big. Oublie ça. T'as pas de monde qui t'aime, Big.
and it's making
Gros, t'as bien des bourrelets d'amour à offrir, mais le monde s'en calisse. Tu comprends? Gang, mettez le x5. Kyle, mets ton x5, puis Litlit, mets ta brume. Comme ça, ils verront pas notre snipe dans le x5, puis on va le fendre, on va monter. Salut à Sabim, comment tu vas, fou? Abonnez-vous à Sabim, qui est notre modo, gang. Ok, la brume est mise, faut mettre le x5, Kyle.
Ah oui, il est pété raide.
Gang, tout le monde ensemble. Au bord, il cale autant que le Titanic fuit. Ah! Papa, il y a du go. Gang, ok, on n'a pas mis le x5, mais on a mis la brume. Il voit pas le score. Là, faut sniper.
Moi, ton score, t'es à 962.
Il triche, ici, il y a un ordi devant lui, le cab. Gang, sniper, 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 sniper. Merci, maçon. Gang, sniper, on a 6 wins.
Eh non, t'es garde tes wins, relax, viens pas fou, là, pleure pas, là.
Wow, Jacques Plante, Esti MVP, t'as gagné un autre x5, Jérémy MVP, yo ton fromage MVP.
Ça fait fucking chier.
Kyle parle dans le chat, je veux que le monde s'abonne à toi, je veux que tu parles, écris un esti de commentaire dans le chat, je veux que le monde s'abonne à toi, il faut. Ah, si on a 7 win streak, c'est 7-2 les victoires, mais pourtant on a juste. Oh, ça fait 50 minutes, je suis là.
Ah ben voyons donc, man.
Kyle, un bébé, yo. Esti, t'es un débile, mon fou, il voulait sniper ça, genre le match d'avant, puis ça rentrait ce match-là sur
Now, fuck you.
des affaires de. Là, tu fais des dingueries, mon gars, mais tu me dis pas de filmer.
You know it's here?
Ça, dis-moi de ça, mais tu me dis pas de filmer. Ça, dis-moi de ça, tu vas hostie. Hostie. Un autre orange, peux-tu juste faire pipi? Je fais merci Lana pour les rôles. Je vous fais un autre tornade pour Caris.
C'est lui.
I think we're fighting against.
Allez, je prends une pisse sur le balcon, là, hostie. T'entends, on est bien. Je pense. Non, faudrait même que je pense. À l'autre bout du corridor, mais je peux le.
Gang,
Lag, comment ça, je lag ici?
C'est des roses, Kyle. T'es-tu sérieux, là?
Ouais, je commence à laguer un peu, là, je sais pas pourquoi.
Ok, le gars vient me baver.
Mais c'est pas pire, c'est revenu.
T'es-tu sérieux, Big?
Hey, il rit de toi, il est. Pourquoi tu vas le traiter de pas bon? Tu vas le traiter de mauvais? J'ai donné des roses. Ah oui, gros. Puis il dit, il vient me baver. Est-ce que vous m'entendez bien, là, guys? Moins pire, ça bug-tu moins? Oh, c'est un hôtel, il y a plein de. Sur le Wi-Fi, puis mon hôtel, il y a la crise de merde. Mais pourtant, ça fait 50 minutes que ça va bien, là. Fait que ça s'est juste mis à bugger. Il y a du monde qui se sont connectés un peu.
Toilette publique.
Vas-y, donne un donut pour le gros.
Ouais.
Oui, c'est correct. OK, good.
Ouais,
Genre,
cool.
gang, on envoie des petites roses. Hey, x2, il va être haut si on en a un. Hey, un donut pour toi, le gros qui dit Kyle. Il voulait faire gargouiller ton estomac un petit peu. Il voulait faire gargouiller ton estomac, Big. C'est un malade, Kyle. C'est un amour, Big. Il est pas modo ici pour rien, pédale. Kyle, est-ce que tu bois à soir? Dis-moi oui, sacrement. Merci, Harry, avec les roses. Là, je me fais un petit mot, guys, là.
Ok, sérieux, gang, là, faut faire de quoi ça va. Le gars, il nous rit d'en face.
Ok,
Ben,
gang,
là.
j'ai swipé TikTok, puis je vais revenir. Ça va bugger 10 secondes, mais je vais revenir, puis ça devrait plus bugger.
Ça n'a pas de sens, gang. On se fait rincer, puis ils nous traitent comme si on valait rien, là.
Good.
Comme si on valait rien, là.
Ouais, mais ça devrait plus bugger, là. J'ai swipé l'application, puis je suis revenu.
Ok.
Fait que ça devrait aller mieux, man.
Alice, il rit de nous autres ben raide, le gars, là.
Hey, Kyle, il est
On
gros.
est Kyle qui vient m'envoyer.
Hey, gros, ouais. Puis là, Félix va en profiter pour sniper par-dessus les petits points que Kyle t'envoie, hein.
Hey, tu colles ça à Phoenix, t'es fatigant, man.
One,
Hey, gros.
three.
Ah, hey, merci pour la galaxie, Kyle.
Wow, Kyle, slack, qu'est-ce que mon débile?
Five sheep.
Qu'est-ce qu'il fait trop de monnaie, là? Gros, faut pas le faire engraisser. Je pense qu'il est sur le bord de la... Oh, Kyle, esti, il est sur le bord de l'engraissement, Big. Faut pas, esti. Big, toi, demain...
Ah, sacrément.
OK, ta première pensée pour demain, si tu fais genre... Ben là, tu l'as déjà fait, ton... Je m'en ai dit, si tu fais 10K, mais tu l'as déjà fait. Gros, tu t'en vas au McDo demain, c'est clair ta première idée.
Non.
Un petit vin, là. Un petit vin sur
L'argent que je fais, Big, je suis en train de l'investir dans quelque chose d'intelligent
Non, non.
pour faire à toi et tu payes des
J'ai une
voyages.
question. Admettons,
Moi, je veux faire de l'argent avec de l'argent, tu comprends?
Admettons.
Toi, tu fais quoi? Toi, tu dépenses dans l'alcool, tu fais n'importe quoi. T'envoies chier le monde
N'importe
qui te donne pas.
N'importe quoi, Big. Je sors plus que toi que t'as jamais sorti dans ta vie, Big. Big,
Ouais.
moi, j'ai pris l'avion plus que tu vas la prendre dans toute ta crise de vie, esti. Il appelle ça le casino. De quoi, mon F-Court? Il appelle ça le casino. Ouais, sa plus grosse sortie était genre ça, le casino à Montréal, esti. Sa plus grosse sortie des dernières années, là. Tu me dis-
C'est pas embellé.
Hey, là, gars, on va avoir peut-être 8, oui, il va falloir faire attention parce que dans pas loin, il y a du monde, des fois, l'autre bord, il y a une Sarah innocente, des fois, qui joue, il y a du monde innocent.
Ok, ta gueule!
Faut faire attention, man, à nos wins, man. Tu m'as pas dit que tu avais une bière à soir dans tes mains. J'espère que tu as une bière dans tes mains, gros, que je m'en rouvre un autre, big. J'attends juste que tu me dises ça, c'ti. Gang, sniper. Faites attention. Si on reçoit un million, on est dans la merde. Faites attention. Ah, c'est 8 win. Oui, c'est 8-2. Let's go! Tabarnak! Il nettoie ses lunettes et comme gros, c'est impossible que le score il est à 1000 points. Faut que je lave mes lunettes un petit peu, man.
C'est quand le MVP? Merci pour la...
MVP, t'as gagné un autre x5. T'es rendu à 2 x5 d'accumulé. MVP Harry, MVP de l'étapoteur, man. Vous êtes des anges.
We did what?
Ok, je peux faire ça. Hey, choyer! Regarde en arrière de toi l'araignée sur le mur, Big! Bah! C'est une carpette de calice!
Pas d'araignée, Big. J'ai pas eu peur. Il y a juste pas d'araignée, Big. T'es cave. What's up, sniper? Comment qu'il va, mon beau, man?
Mon gueule.
Comment qu'il va, mon beau?
Yeah, the way that was.
Eh oui, c'est un cave, ce gars-là.
Mec, faut pas lâcher. On a 8 wins, man. Faut pas lâcher, man.
Ça te tente pas, gros, au lieu de je sais pas, moi, investir ton argent dans des voyages, dans l'alcool, dans d'autres, dans tout ce que tu fais. Tu veux pas te lancer dans le dropshipping, de quoi d'intelligent qui va te donner du cash, non?
Big, j'ai plein de paires d'AirPods à vendre déjà. J'ai une merch qui s'en vient dans une semaine, mais que je reviens de Niagara, ma merch elle sort, Big. J'ai déjà bien des affaires qui se passent, Big.
Une merch? Ouais, genre,
Si vous voulez des vêtements Louis Vuitton, guys, si vous voulez des vêtements Louis Vuitton, j'ai ça aussi. For de l'eau, man. For de l'eau.
T'es un sans dessin. Un vrai sans dessin, t'es une pancarte. Le gars, il voit pas plus loin que le bout de son nez, comme une marmotte. 4 roses, gang. Le fend démolé, sérieusement, je n'ai plein de cul de lui, là.
Merci, Joe. Pourtant, un matin, j'ai chipé 4 paires d'AirPods. Fait que d'après moi, ça se vend bien, man. Le monde aime ça, puis le monde trouve que je suis un homme généreux. Merci,
Gang,
Paul.
4 roses, please, la gang.
On l'a
là.
eu. What's up, mon Mr. Patrick? Comment il va, mon beau? Merci, Rap. Gros, on a eu genre 15 roses. Qu'est-ce que vous faites?
Ouais, raison. OK, il en manque
On a 8 wins.
Il en manque une, il en manque plus. Merci tout le monde.
Oh, gang,
Tout le
MK
monde,
est là.
c'est ça, là, je peux pas croire.
K est là, faites attention à K. K, on a eu 0 win. K. K, j'ai envie de chier mon K.
Ta gueule!
Uh-huh. Stop working. Missed Elden Ring. Of course I don't like blocking people, but
Ben, c'est joué la crise.
no choice.
Tantôt, là. Oh, Kyle, il envoie des Kyle, je te dis, ils vont nous fourrer dans le cul, man. Envoie pas trop drôle, je te dis, MK, elle va sniper un bébé lion, nowhere demain, ils vont nous fourrer de 5 gars, man.
Des buzz.
55, 44.
Hey, le gros lord du bug. Non, non. Ok, il dit non, non. Non, non, tu l'auras pas. Non, non. Là, ça rebug un peu, ce sera pas long, ça va revenir. C'est revenu. Stress pas.
Vous êtes calme.
Ok, je stresse pas, Kyle, c'est correct.
Is it the Academy?
T'es juste chanceux.
Ok, même si tu as un bébé lion en backup. Même si un bébé lion en backup, là, il a pitché, je pense, une affaire à 10K hier ou avant-hier, j'ai vu dans son live, le style cap. Dès que je suis rentré, Big a pitché l'affaire à 10K, non? Il a pitché une affaire à 10-15K.
15 minutes avant que ça ferme, Papa Jack.
Il a pitché un 10-15K, man, esti, man, dans ma face dès que je suis rentré, puis le monde
Oui.
était là. Oh, il t'a pitché, c'est parce que Shoei vient de rentrer.
Merci Raymond.
Gang, je vous le dis.
Raymond, là pour vrai, gang, j'aimerais crissement ça qu'on y fende ces estis de 8
Hey,
wins.
Raymond, t'es abonné à moi, tu vas faire quoi?
Love.
Sont
T'es abonné
forts,
à moi?
forts.
Mais tu joues contre moi, mon esti.
Ben, pas tant que ça, Félix, on se Pour vrai, sont-ils morts l'autre bord? Ils sont pas morts, ils nous pètent depuis tantôt. Je pense que Félix, il joue pas parce que vos scores sont trop misérables.
Félix le pauvre, Big. Oublie ça, ton team Max Boy fera pas le top 100 à soir encore une autre fois.
It's funny because we could have filmed it since day
Oublie ça,
one.
le top 100 pour toi, Big.
Ok.
Aïe, aïe. Gang, ils vont sniper. Ils ont dit, OK, gang, mets un x5. Je te dis qu'elle met ton x5. Ils vont sniper. Je vous dis, ils vont sniper. Ils ont dit, OK.
The 99 was a free scan.
Un crise de x5. Ah, c'est-tu, on est dans la
Peux-tu avoir une game, tabarnak? Kyle, si Félix se met à jouer, il vous défonce tout. Arrête de jouer à ça, là.
Kyle, si Félix se met à jouer Félix, gros, il t'envoie 2 universe. Je pense qu'il est pas capable de faire ça.
J'en ai plus, Félix.
The crazy thing. Oh shit. What? No.
T'as vu, on aurait joué, on aurait gagné, ben. J'aime les deux. Ah, Raymond, moi je t'aime plus.
Donne-moi une game, tabarnak, gang. C'est pas moi qui décide. C'est pas moi qui t'envoie le cadeau, je m'auto-give pas. Tu veux une game, t'as Félix, il veut t'en donner une. 46 affaires.
I made a huge mistake. I made a huge mistake.
Le plus petit con ferme sa gueule, là. Ça fait longtemps, crise de cave. 4 minutes et demie.
Non, je vais fermer ma gueule de ta game encore.
Ben oui, mais Nobody, il joue après.
Fuck.
À moi, tu dois envoyer des chiens. Si à lui, c'est un épais, lui.
À qui?
Des bons gars. Merci, Raymond. On est des bons gars, mais lui, c'est un pas bon. Moi, je suis un bon gars, Raymond. Fait que merci, Raymond. Une fois trop.
On va fermer sa gueule, ben oui. C'est pas le mot.
Tu vas fermer ta gueule. Ok, tais-toi, Messi. Une fois trop, mon premier cadeau. Faites attention, on peut faire une actualité de Messi à Wordo. Faites juste ça. C'est le temps de prendre des scores, là. Premier cadeau par personne, des fois trop.
Good.
Hostie, merci, Mr. Dalton. Hostie, avec les donuts Dalton, comment ils vont fou? Oh, attendez, là, j'ai le casse-tête à faire. Hostie, tu peux m'envoyer un casse-tête, ça fait un heure, je t'enlève, là.
hostie! Eh oui, Raymond était un petit singe, mon Raymond, il était gifté, mais il était arrivé pour mon
What did I do wrong? Well, we just spent an hour without uploading videos. So I'm like, fuck. It's not a big deal. There you go. Kill the mosquito. I fucked up. Why? Because we filmed so much that kind of need every single hour to be uploading something. I don't care how little I upload or how much I upload. I need to upload something. And you got this.
20 points, guys. 20 points. Je venais avec Nightwing. Je sais pas c'est quoi avec. Je suis un peu trop sur la brosse pour ça, soir. Merci, Kyle!
I feel first and four.
Man, c'est pas drôle, là. Raymond, let's go avec la galaxie!
Non, Raymond, hostie. Finalement, t'es un épais, man. Merci, Raph. Merci, Kyle.
Finalement, t'es épais. T'es-tu capable de le traiter de cave, toi?
Ok, Gaël, tu peux même pas parler, t'es à 100 points, fait que ferme ta gueule. Watch, hein? Watch quoi, Kyle? Je watch. Oh, sacrament, dit Swinshore. Watch bien. Kyle, il dit watch bien.
Mais ta gueule, t'as plus le droit de parler, là. Pour le peu de temps, là, ferme-la ta gueule. Ils vont sniper de quoi de cave, gagne encore, man. Il va se rendre à... C'est même plus drôle.
Avec un bébé lion, big, oublie ça, Raymond. Oublie ça,
Mais
là,
lui,
tu vas
c'est
me
F.
payer ça de renvoyer une galaxie sûrement parce que, gros, c'est moi qui ai un team. Tu me donnes envie de pisser partout, gros, faut que j'aille faire pipi, là, j'ai pas le choix, là. Ah, pour vrai, moi, j'allais faire pipi live.
We're not in Utopia, so I have to go to Utopia.
Son cadeau préféré, ah ouais, tout le monde le sait, Bébé Lion, c'est mon... Ça, puis l'Interstellaire. Oh, what the fuck? Oh non, Kyle. Oh, c'est une salope, Félix, il peut péter les...
Yes! C'est Félix, let's go, man! À quoi? Un interstellaire, l'autre bord!
Galaxie, Félix, t'es où un autre galaxie? Kyle! Il te montre que si Kyle est plus riche que toi, Félix, oublie, mec! Ok, Kyle, à 30 secondes, tu mets un x5 puis une brume. À 30 secondes, t'as pas le choix. Le Félix, il a joué, c'est sûr qu'il va sniper un 15 000 points, une affaire de calme.
Good.
Il est fort, tabarnak de chien, man.
We use the card and it's not
Faites
good.
attention, il était à 1 bébé lion, nous autres, c'est rien.
Merci pour vrai, Félix.
Oh,
Merci.
Kyle, j'ai envie de me crosser.
Oh, he didn't use. Yeah, he didn't use the card.
Oui, petit trou là. Ouvre ta bouche. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Ah, ça bug un peu par bout, même l'hôtel, il y a plein de monde sur le Wi-Fi sur Masterlog. Des fois, ça bug quelques secondes, mais ça bug pas longtemps.
No.
Watch bien.
I'm not gonna allow him to get a car.
Mets le x5 puis la brume avant.
I don't care if he won.
C'est pas sniper, qui dit quoi?
Yeah, it's annoying because I always have to upload something. It's annoying. That I can tell you that's true.
x5.
But at the same time, you know, it's life.
Oui, Félix. C'est pas Félix Kyle, est-ce que pourquoi je dis Félix? Est-ce que j'ai trop Félix dans la tête? Faites
Mais le
attention,
choix de la
Félix,
maid.
on sniper. Ah, je le savais. Oh, c'est ça. Eh non, est-ce que c'est Kyle? Non. Oui, Kyle! Oui, Kyle! Kyle, faut que ça rentre en fois.
I made the choice that I made, and I made the choice. Now again, I'm gonna have a problem with the TikTok because TikTok doesn't really work. They used to be really good for background play. Nice.
Ah, j'ai trop Félix, man. C'est un esti. Je le savais qu'il allait nous fourrer dans le cul, je le savais. Je le savais. 1.2. Hey, on est à 1.2 du ranking, guys. On est à 1.2.
Merci Sam, merci Raymond!
Lui, c'est encore. Lui, il fait même pas de pub, là. Il a reçu un rêve d'Adam, ça lui a coûté genre 500 balles à Félix, puis il fait même pas de pub.
What the fuck, are you kidding me? Because now, what I can do, I put it on the computer. But if I put it on the computer,
T'es taré, hein? Félix, t'es en train d'envoyer chier ben raide, là, il est fou, raide, là.
Il a perdu ton Kyle.
Ok. Ok, mais nous, on a encore des x5, mais oublie, là.
45.
Il est malade, x5 avec le rêve d'Adam, ça remonte à 100
Hey,
cas.
ça, un rêve d'Adam, man. What the
Il
fuck,
choyait
c'est
de la
genre
misère à
26 cas, ça,
dire,
là.
plus
C'est-
égal
Good.
il connaît pas ça des calculs, mon Félix. Il connaît pas ça, Choyer.
Oh, c'est ok, Raymond, dis tais-toi, tu peux plus parler. Gang, on est 165, tapotez tout dans la crise d'écran, s'il vous plaît, man. Esti.
Un peu, tu dis, ouais.
Là, ta gueule, crise d'épée. Pas parce que t'as fait de la monnaie, gros, tu vas
Ta gueule,
mourir
oui.
la boule.
Félix, c'est méchant
putain.
de moi attarder quand tu parles de ce gars-là. C'est
Ah.
Je suis.
Non, arrête de parler à Félix, gros, c'est une salope, et que tu y parleras pas, mais...
Hey, gros, tu vas fermer ta gueule, man. T'es en crise parce que. Hey, gros, tout ce monde de rester à mes joueurs.
Oui, gros, oui, je suis jamais en crise, je m'en calisse, ben, raide,
Mais pourquoi tu le traites de salope, le gars?
Claudia, parce que gros, c'est une bitch, le
Nous,
gros,
la
comment
femme,
tu
hein.
penses qu'il fait cette... Je veux que tout le monde écrit cal avec des cœurs, c'est pour faire mon...
On fuck now.
Cal avec des cœurs, man.
Tabarnak, 1.6 drink, guys.
1.6, on est à 1.1. On est 500 points avant lui. Let's go!
Fuck ta gueule! Let's go, gang! x2! Félix,
When back club with Evie, we played at EV not that long ago.
Fendez-moi les, man. Ouais, ferme ta gueule, l'autre bord que Papa Jack fait dire.
Les gars, c'est un pauvre, lui, là.
T'es traites toutes de pauvres. T'as eu un rêve d'Adam, traite d'un dent, t'as pas compris encore? Hein?
Good.
Moi aussi, je suis capable
Ta
d'avoir ça.
gueule, je te dis! Mon esti d'illettré de ma caxale! Ferme-la ta gueule! T'es quoi, Lily est parti au paradis? T'as eu besoin de te racheter un autre toutou? Hein? Fils de chien de choyant à marde!
Gabriel, tu fermes ta
fini?
gueule. Oh, c'est- Abonne-toi, Gabriel, hostie, tais-toi. Il t'a dit tais-toi, big.
The news is I don't have.
Il est avant toi, oublie ça, big.
Pin of
On est à
Fire.
moins d'un cas, guys. Moins d'un cas du ranking. Il reste 1h05 encore. Fait qu'on a le temps de monter finalement, man. 600 points. 600 points. 600.
Again. Now you know. You know why I put the AC. Because the phone get too hot. Then take the close.
Man, all the way. Oui. Gang, à soir, on n'arrête pas, man. On est là, puis on n'arrête pas, man. On
Good.
s'en calisse. Il me reste, je vais vous montrer ce qu'il me reste, guys. Oh, c'est oui, Raymond, ouais, c'est la money. Il me reste un autre 6 pack que j'ai pas ouvert. Puis il me reste un autre 6 pack, mais de Kim Can, que j'ai pas ouvert. Fait qu'on a encore l'équivalent d'une genre 18 au lieu d'une 12. Tu comprends? On a de la bière en sacrement. Je dis, je suis prête pour veiller tard. 45K à dépenser.
Too much chocolate.
Avec 45K à dépenser, fou, est-ce que t'as 45K autres à dépenser? Dis-moi pas autre, le gros, tu vas me faire bander tout de suite. Mais... Non, mais pour vrai, dis-moi pas que t'en as encore, le gros, pis tu vas mal.
Ah,
Là,
on l'aura pas, Nobody, Félix est parti.
Ah, gros, ça serait beau. Ça serait beau, man. Ça serait beau, Kyle. Ah,
Good.
ça serait beau, man.
Et son score est pas haut, fait qu'on est capable de le péter 100 fois 5.
Est-ce que ça serait.
So tired of having to fucking redo it all the time. The phone doesn't cool down.
1200 points qu'on serait fourré. Ah, c'est.
Le Nobody!
Ah,
Hey, mon trou de cul, un autre dans tes dents!
Nobody, t'avais juste une
Mais
galaxie
non,
à
c'est
vide.
la galaxie.
Oh, last second, couple minutes.
Même si ça donne
Nobody, MVP.
And this time, what I have to do, I have to do a stream of.
Comment ça va, Sam, en passant? Ça fait longtemps que t'étais pas venu, mon homme.
MVP Kyle.
I have to do a stream of Gundam,
MVP au Nobody pour cette
and I have to do a stream of
Ah, gars.
Silver Blood.
Ça va, ça va. Ça faisait longtemps que je t'avais pas vu, tu venais plus jouer, Vic. T'es comme Chris, ben il est fâché après moi, je pensais que tu venais plus venir dans mes lives.
Hey gang, je me suis embarré en dehors de la chambre, man. Puis ma clé est dans la chambre, la carte, man.
Savez-vous quoi, gang? On est en avant de Chaillé dans le rank.
Oh, c'est Raymond avec la galaxie, Raymond. Gang, oh, on est top 99. Top 99.
On est en avant de Chaillé, on reste devant!
Gang,
Perfect.
faut que j'aille chercher juste quelqu'un qui vienne m'ouvrir la porte de ma chambre. Je suis barré, man. Je suis embarré dehors.
Ah, gros cave!
Because I didn't check the quest before. So because we didn't check the quest before, I don't really know. Because it's not a big deal, but it's been a couple of times that we didn't finish the battle pass, so kind of like a problem. Well, it's not a problem, but
Bravo, Kyle.
you pay for it, right?
Station.
So either you do it and you pay for it,
Je
or
te
you
dis,
don't do it and you
c'est
pay for it.
champion, mon gars, qu'est-ce que
Well,
tu fais?
Science, what's up? Hey, can only stop for a little bit.
M'en fous, mec.
I need to sleep.
Qu'est-ce que t'en
But
penses?
how are you? I'm doing fantastic. I hope you're doing fantastic. I hope everything is a-okay. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I know that you've been working hard. I know you need to sleep,
Oh,
but
yeah,
it's no
yeah,
problem. The
yeah,
simple fact that you
yeah.
said hey is
Yeah,
always
yeah.
appreciated, and I really hope that you're doing well. Always a pleasure to see the 111. The golden a little bit less and the science a little bit less, but the 111 I fucking love seeing it. So grateful for you. Just saying. It's a question of, like, for example, right? You spend 1,500 for V-Bucks. I don't remember what the price. I think it was at 900, but because there's so many games that have in-game currency for the Battle Pass.
Ah, Raymond, il fait des millions, what the fuck, bro?
Good. This game is amazing. The good thing is,
C'est en feu à soir,
if I remember
c'est ça.
correctly, there's the Battle Pass. First time you buy it, it used to be. I don't know if it's still the case, but before what happened was you would have enough V-Bucks to rebuy Battle Pass. They did that also in Call of Duty Mobile, but I don't know if they did it later on. Because, for example, they wanted the goal is to make money.
Ben, merci beaucoup, mais c'est super gentil, Raymond, pour vrai, puis fais attention.
Okay.
Pourquoi tu l'as pas fait tantôt, Kyle, quand c'était le temps contre Félix?
Aha. Good and good. I need 43 more, which is too much. I'm doing okay. Had a bit of a pain. Oh no, what happened? Why do you feel pain? You feel like you ate maybe something not good? Did you injure yourself? Because I know that last time we talked, well, a while ago, you freaking broke your leg in multiple places. So I thought you were a tough cookie. What's up with the little pain that's stopping you from making stuff? No, hey, as long as it's curable, as long as tomorrow you feel better than you're doing today, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. I had a question for you, Golden Science. Okay. I was honestly, I was inches from asking you if it was that kind of pain. And I was like, don't assume, dude, you're such an asshole. Not because she's a woman that automatically she's in pain. It's the cycle of life. But yeah, it was a cycle of life. So I wasn't an asshole, and anybody that called me an asshole, you should apologize. I had a question for you, Golden Science. You told me about editor. I wanted to ask you what it is, like a description of what's an editor, because I would like to do an editor. I started looking for tags because you told me to, and I got a couple of ID. But I still, because you introduced the subject, I wanted you to say it. I can go on multiple websites and they're gonna tell me a description, but they never agree. They never ever agree. That's kind of sucky, isn't it? Okay, for people, which brought me out of the because I'm important. Schlack. Boom. Honestly, I don't know. I only know that to add the person has to be an editor. I can look at no. Don't trouble yourself. Listen, I know that you have a lot of work. No. Golden Science, there's no none of that. You don't owe me anything. We're friends. I love you just the way you are. You don't need to do me a favor. You don't owe me anything. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna ask you that. Nor should anybody ask that. If they ask that, that is no bueno. That is no bueno. Don't worry, there's no stress. I fucking appreciate you mentioning it. Now I thought you were gonna be the big brain behind the operation, but no. You're no. It's okay. You know what? We like that and we like you the way you are, so don't worry about it. You're gonna have to catch this Pokemon before Golden Science throw a Pokeball. Because I know her, she saw Aurorus and she's like, oh my god, my favorite Pokemon. Now technically speaking, do I know what's an Aurorus? No. I don't know what's an Aurorus. Nor do I think I will ever know. But as long as I can beat Golden Science at her own game, we're good. When you have those kind of pain, are they bad? Because I know it differentiates from women to women. So how does that affect you personally? Is that impolite to say? Is that a rude thing to ask? I think it's caring. I know the ovulation period is crazy. I know the bleeding is crazy, but depending on the person and how it affects. Oh no, I'm so sorry. That honestly sucks. Apparently, a warm bath helps. I don't know if you're into bath, but it helps. Yeah, that sucks. At least it's once a month, you know. When I was young, I used to miss school because, dang. And did you have them young? Because it's hormonal, right? That's what happened. It's like if I remember correctly, Aurora's nobody like what? Damn. And do your sibling have the same thing or only you? Because I know you got like a fucking whole family over there. A sister, a brother, and of course, Golden Science 101, 111, 212, 3x4 is the only one that suffered because little Missy has to be the coolest in the block. Oh, clouds. Oh, that's so cool. That's like kind of like a perfect aim place. This kid's nice, dude. We forgot to check out a camel. Okay, you have to. I know that you don't feel good, but I'm trying to make you feel better because again, sympathize with you having menstrual pain. Yes, we said the M word. No taboo over here. Have you and Rexy talk about a possible collapse? I'm sure about my sister. Oh, you don't even ask. It's like, hey, bitch, I know I'm in pain, but I don't care if you are. That's super nice. It's very thoughtful. Very thoughtful. Unless somebody left it there. There's a couple of shots and they left it there. Boom. That's a player. Sneezy Otter. What a cool freaking name. Tell me, have you and Rexy talked about some collabs, possible collabs? Because that was kind of the plan, right? I know that was kind of the plan. Okay, so it's starting.
Mais non, je
Let's go, baby. Let's go. It works.
Pas, gang, de stupide.
I don't know. I would feel like it's a. We didn't talk further since I need to focus on other stuff. So we're starting tomorrow. Ah, okay. Okay. You want to talk about what you have to do that next week? Because I know that you told me that you weren't going to be streaming for like 2 weeks.
T'es un esti de cave.
Because you had a lot of work.
Ah ouais, moi, j'étais un esti de cave. Ah ouais, un vrai crise de cave.
But you didn't tell me like a lot. Which is cool. I mean, I don't want to intrude. I don't want to,
Après ça, j'ai essayé de
you know,
retourner à l'accueil, man. Ça me prend une carte, là, je peux pas.
I don't want to overstep the boundaries or shit like that. That's okay about it.
J'ai pensé le bateau, je vais vous remettre là, puis j'ai essayé d'aller mettre un sprint, chercher une autre carte. Là.
Ouh.
Ça parle
Ok,
anglais.
ma merci, donc.
Arrêtez, gang.
Ça prend ça parle anglais à Niagara Falls, puis moi je connais pas
Nice.
l'anglais.
Le sens du bon sens.
Gang, faut sniper, mon sniper c'est un, man, une galaxie, on se fait.
Chris, sans cas, Brandon, voyons
Good.
donc.
We're good.
On se fait fourrer quand il est parti, gang, en plus. Il m'a même pas dit bye, puis il s'en va, man. Après tout ce qu'il fait, il s'en va sans me dire bye. Voyons donc.
The clever is so cool. Yeah, because I'm helping my boyfriend move across the country since I'm back to school for grad school now too. Shout out to the boyfriend. Is he also a content creator? Yeah, this doesn't.
Je veux pas que tu parles, je veux que tu m'aides, esti. Esti. Ok, gang. Là, je m'en vais chercher, j'ai essayé d'aller voir à l'accueil, là, ce sera pas bien long, je reviens dans
À
la
peu près pas loin de 1000 piastres, là. En tout cas, c'est
Gang, faites juste spammer, Choyer revient dans 2 minutes, puis tapoter, puis envoyer des petits cadeaux pour qu'on gagne, s'il vous plaît.
compliqué. 50K, c'est 50-60 piastres. 1K, c'est 7 piastres. Fait que faites le calcul.
Oh.
7 fois 100. 700. Salut, PA. Il a fait 700 piastres. Puis il a dit c'est pas assez. Hey Sam, en passant, merci pour ton char de course, man. Sincèrement, là, je suis crissement reconnaissant, man. Merci beaucoup. Il est jamais content. Papa Jock, là, tu vas me donner mon 100 piastres? Vraiment, pour vrai, t'es smart, man. Bonjour, Raymond. Ah, merci, Raymond. Merci, Raymond, c'est gentil. Vraiment gentil, Raymond. C'est ça qui arrive avec Choyer, gang, il n'est pas reconnaissant. Puis avez-vous vu tout ce qu'il a reçu? Exactement, Brandon. Il y a du monde qui voudrait faire ça, là, des 350 piastres de l'heure, là. C'est, tu sais, zéro reconnaissance, le dos de l'autre bord, là. Moi, j'ai fait quoi? J'ai fait 400 cucs. Je suis super content, là. Fucking content, même, là. Je demande pas à ce qu'on m'envoie plus, là. Comprenez-vous? Hey, c'est bien correct, Annika. Voyons donc, t'as pas à t'excuser de ça, là. Ça coûte cher, les cadeaux TikTok, là. Vraiment, là. Dans un hôtel 8 étoiles avec sa crise de lumière qui fait des free games. On dirait un crackhouse au Mexique. Ouais, il a insulté Raymond. Puis Raymond, il a donné des cadeaux en plus. Let's go, gang. 3 roses. 2 roses, merci, William. 2 roses, la gang. 2 roses. Ça serait fire. Merci. 1 rose, gang. Merci, Slandio. 1 rose, gang. Ça serait le fun qu'ils reviennent, qu'on ait un hostie de score de déjanté, non? Qu'on ait un tabarnak de score, il reviendrait puis il broyerait tellement que notre score serait haut. Merci, Baby Mom. Merci tout le monde à soir. Pour vrai, vous êtes fin. Reste à savoir, c'est quoi qui va se pitcher dans le x3? On va-tu atteindre notre objectif du 3e bébé lion? Il en manque un. On en a toujours 2, il en manque toujours un dans la soirée. Merci, Brendan. x3, gang. 38 secondes de x3 encore. Kyle Give Bouchard live. C'est correct, il a le droit, man. Merci, William. Merci beaucoup, man. What's up? Merci, Noom. Merci, Sabi. Merci, tout le monde.
Or close to done. How much tool do you have left, you think?
x3, 10 secondes encore. Oh, Raymond, merci pour le dinosaure. Ah, c'est bon, ça joue fort l'autre bord. Ah, Gigi vient d'arriver. Ah, non.
Boom. Okay, that's not too bad. And If your boyfriend...
Ok, guys, on va manger des volants en esti si Gigi est là. Ça sera pas drôle par contre.
Gigi did. Once it's done, it's done. How about your boyfriend? Is he working or is he at school? Are you guys living together?
Ça sera pas drôle du tout, ça.
Long distance, but I don't know if it's still long distance.
S'il est là, Gigi, c'est sûr qu'on va manger une calice.
You're doing a massive... Oh my god.
Eh!
It's a long ass time.
Ouais, faudrait que Félix y revienne, là. Si Félix y reviendrait, là, ça serait fucked up, ça. Félix contre Gigi, là, ça serait fire en esti. Pour vrai, là, Félix contre Gigi, là, ça serait un solide match, ça, gang.
Maybe lonely in the apartment. Do you have any animals to keep you company?
Ouais, Raymond, c'est ce qu'il fait, c'est ça qui est triste. Félix, il est fort en tabarnak, man. En tabarnak, Félix, il est fort en esti, man. C'est même pas une question.
Wow. Okay. Well, I mean, you're done. You told me you still have 4 years left. I mean, you've done 2 years. So, like, you're almost halfway there. But hey, you know, I wish you the best. And if somebody can do it, I think. Oh. Nice, okay. Perfect. Oh my god, why? Is it because it's hard? Is it because you give yourself a lot of pressure? What do you feel like is harder? See, it's constantly loading, that's why.
Bon, ben là, faut attendre qu'il revienne, gang. Fait que Gigi et Pipi l'autre bord, on va le dire pour Charrier, pas là. Oui, je vais pas encore.
Nice, let's go.
Pipi Raymond ici, merci Brandon,
Perfect.
merci Sabi, merci William, merci Noom.
So that's like,
Merci Kay.
explain. Oh my god, I understand. I'm telling you, one day we're gonna be doing a
Faut attendre qu'il revienne, le mongol, l'autre bord.
together, and
Je pense qu'il arrive.
Ah, j'ai réussi!
we'll talk.
Merci Raymond.
J'ai réussi! Hey, gros, qu'est-ce qui s'est passé?
We'll have
là,
your
Gigi,
voice
gros?
changers,
J'étais
sound
allé chercher
number.
une carte, je suis trop sur la brosse, j'ai
Ah,
mis
ok.
mes cartes en dedans. Gigi,
Again,
qu'est-ce que t'as fait?
language
Raymond,
and I don't
c'est une
understand.
salope, hein?
Gee, c'est quoi ça? Yeah,
Gigi,
I
c'est
mean,
quoi
okay,
t'envoyer?
yeah.
Dis-moi ça, Gigi, tu t'es connu un
Oh, I
conseil.
mean, okay, I see.
Gabriel, merci
Oh, yeah,
aussi.
okay.
J'étais parti pendant 5 minutes chercher une carte.
Obviously.
Je suis trop sur la
I know
brosse,
you're
j'ai mis
the
toutes mes
problem,
cartes
right?
dans la chambre.
Am I right or wrong?
Salut Sarah.
I'm hoping I'm right, because if I'm wrong, I'm gonna be looking like I don't know what I'm talking
Je
about.
comprenais plus
Which is
rien.
the case, but she doesn't know I'm not.
Arrête de même, Raymond.
Which is the
Ouais,
case,
tu as
but
donné
she
des
doesn't know
cadeaux
I
en
don't know
plus,
what I'm
tu
talking about.
t'insultes.
Oui, mais pas envoyer le bébé.
Dégueulasse.
Thanks. Oh my god, you see? I know my shit. So now, the question is, you guys, are we being honest with her, or are we being honest with you? Am I telling you the truth when I say I don't know what I'm talking about? If I see the truth, I know what I'm talking about, and I just play dumb to be more relatable to most people, right? Apparently here, if you emote, you die. I think it would be worth it to try. Wait a second, is it because we emote that it did that, or because I thought people die because of that? I just don't know, because if you can die, I think there's a mission for that. Yeah. So just activate this, which is good. Good. Now I'm gonna get people. Marshmallow. Yeah, make sure I'm done now. But now the chef that I've been holding for fuck's sakes, for meals. Well, I don't really have any good advice for you, but I mean, just think about the at the end price, right? Like your dream job, your boyfriend is working hard also for his master, so you're both working hard towards something. And you're both working towards a common goal, which is to have a better future. So for now it's shit, but maybe at the end it'll be worth it. And even then, you'll be able to say, listen, we'll have some good jobs. Because one of the main issues with relationship are money. A lot of people say, oh, well, it's supposed to be 50-50, but I make a lot more, so more complex. I'm trying to get in the car. If I went to the car, it would have been a better choice. Now, what I'm going to try to do is, I have to go back to Utopia request. Because the focus tonight is request because I want to make as much as possible to level. So I think I'm going to be able to get, Superman. I think I'm going to be able to, I'm not sure. Sorry about this, guys. Sorry about the noise. It's just very warm outside. Yeah, I'm better with money that he has and never had a job. I got my parents. I finally got off my parents. Money fully good for you. Holy shit. Okay, cool. Yeah, but you know, the freelance is good because he's gonna get experience in the field that he's doing. They'll be able to see like, look, I've been at my own boss for a while. I've always been on a resume. It's not perfect because money-wise it's harder, but once you got out of your parents, like, it's so cool. And look at you got your own place. Oh, you got your shared place with him. But at the same time, you're doing yourself a huge favor. And most people at 25 don't have shit figured out, so that's a huge plus for you. It's a great proof of maturity. So I'm really proud of you. And I think this should be some motivation for you guys. Like, yeah, school's hard, but look how much I've injured already. How much I've injured already, I'm ready to fight everything and to get everything. It'd be hard right now, but hey, at the end of the day, I'm sure you'll find a solution. What they freelance again? We're at A+, we're at Utopia. I don't know where it is though. I don't know about Henry. I have plans that I'm renting out to my friends. Aww. Yeah, for sure. You're subletting? I understand. Oh, of course it's something at the same time. Wow. Okay. Pretty impressive. Hope you got a big brain. Hell yeah, congratulations. Shout out to the boyfriend. Oh yeah. I know, it's for sure it sucks. Because you're like, oh my god, I trusted you guys in the front club. An accident happened, first of all. Second of all, when the things are not breaking, you're actually having a good time with them. So it's a case of, are we having more good time together or we're gonna have more bad time together? It's a good opportunity to see who we can trust and who we can't trust. Can I trust you with responsibility or not? And most of your friends should be people that uplift you. That make you a better person at the end. You know? Guys, I'm gonna finish this match and I'm gonna have to go. Because I still have to do 3 hours and I'm starting to get a bit tired. So we'll do the best I can. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go. Usually I like to do the mobile gaming first. But I forgot that I didn't do it yesterday, so today I'm behind. Because we connected to an old friend and it's been so wow. It's so cool. What do you think you guys got back in touch? And the different academy labs and different matches. So now I have to find the lab. I don't know what the lab is. Oh, 4th grade, shout out to the 4th grade friend. We don't know her name, we'll call her the 4th grade friend. Shout out, she's doing wow. She's kind of fine. I don't know what they are. I'm thinking below. Is below possible? Yeah, Morgan. Ooh, guess what? You know why with the life as travel across the process, right? Thanks. Hope said she knew someone to help. I guess that's you. She keeps saying I have potential, whatever that means. It's so cool. Yeah, there's some very insecure. What is that? Quest, okay. So we have Supernova Academy. Check that's okay. This has been I like it in here. Well, I was just thinking of her. Aww, something just well, fresh Probably soon, but probably not tomorrow. Hey, there's no rush, there's no stress. You can, if you can't, you can't. I never overlook. I don't expect you to come. If you come, great. If you don't come, that's also good. Don't worry about it. Worry not about things. Have a great evening. Have a great day tomorrow. Take care. I really have to go. Boom. Then this is I think this is it. Open the door. Okay, open. Nice, okay. That was a mission, and I'm not sure. Or you can buy it, yeah, that's something to do. However, the last one we had like S, right? S, I don't know why S is here A. Okay, good. Surveillance. Much better. Attend surveillance. Here at we killed 9 people today. Oh my god. I found like, of course, Golden Science, of course. I appreciate you, you're a good person. Okay, so now we said 34. 3400 to 3715. Okay, cool. So right there. Damn. Yeah, I know I said I was gonna do one more, but fuck it. So we had such a good score yesterday. Oh my god. Since we had such a good score today.
Moi, j'en suis pas une question de foot sans aller comme ça. Jeez. Prends un autre style millionnaire comme Gigi, qui va investir, ça serait bien.
Good.
La suite, Gigi à 45,
Okay, that's work. Perfect, dude.
qui prend 20 minutes à carrer, je monte tout de suite, mec. Démontré, là.
I have such a busy day.
Moi, tout.
It's not even funny.
Ah, le gros drink qui avait de crisser son camp, là, il fait. Hostie, Jesse! What the fuck? Après quoi? 6 mois, yo! Mais il a envoyé une galaxie, hein? Oh, Jesse! 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 Le gros, le Jesse! Moi, un an qu'il avait pas allumé son niveau, il vient d'envoyer une galaxie. Jesse, qu'est-ce que tu fais, mec? C'est sûr que t'as pris un shooter de trop, mais qu'est-ce que tu fais?
One more time. There you go.
Enfin, c'était la semaine passée, Jesse.
J'ai fait le pass.
Hey, Gigi, abonne-toi à Jesse pour de vrai. Jesse, il faisait des semaines à quasiment 1 million de diamètres. Il faisait des semaines à 500, 600, 700 cas. Là. Il me pitchait des unis, 3, 4, 5 par soir. Pour vrai, ça rappelle, tout le monde ça rappelle. Pour vrai, abonne-toi à Jesse, man, si tu veux. Il a pris un break pendant 1 an parce que le gars, il vient de se faire bâtir une maison, il s'est acheté un nouveau terrain, il s'est fait bâtir une maison de A à Z. Tu comprends? Il a mis énormément d'argent pour m'aider énormément, man, pendant mes 3 dernières années, man. Sur TikTok, pour de vrai, j'ai pas peur de le dire devant 195 personnes. Puis je suis honnête là-dessus, man. C'est un amour, ce gars-là. Fait que je veux que le monde s'abonne à Jesse Rappel ici, man. Ça faisait 1 an, man. Il m'a envoyé énormément de diamants. Il a monté son niveau. Niveau 37, il doit avoir monté au moins niveau 35 chez nous. Au complet, quasiment. Là. Il giftait Zakiba un peu, il giftait un peu. Mais il pitchait des affaires d'innocents. Il faisait des soirées de cave. On est pareil, lui et moi. Mais oui, Gigi, mais lui, Jesse, arrêtez. Si Jesse reprendrait avec toi, là, moi je te dis, les top 1, on les ferait tout le temps, man. Mais il a pris un gros break, là, puis juste le fait de pitcher une galaxie, j'ai été sur le cul live. Sur le cul, mon Jesse, man. Pas de toi, gars. Respect, man. Pour vrai, faut trouver l'équipe, man. Wow, Jesse, tu me saisis pour de vrai. Ah, vous êtes des. Ah! Une météorite, Jesse! Qu'est-ce que tu fais, mec? Qu'est-ce que tu fais, mec? T'es un débile, mon gars! Bon voyage, mec. Merci, mon Jesse. Christ, là.
We started this kid
Jesse fasse son comeback, man. Oubliez ça, les top 20, man. Gigi, abonne-toi à Jesse, puis Jesse, abonne-toi à Gigi. Oh, c'est Gigi, oui, Gigi! Let's go! Oh, ça peut rentrer en x5, mais oh, what the fuck, Gigi? What the fuck? Hein, Gigi, ça va rentrer dans x5, what the fuck? Qu'est-ce que c'est? Gigi, what the fuck? Qu'est-ce que check le gros gars, il va mourir. Il va mourir. Moi, je vous dis, man, Jesse et Gigi ensemble, là, oubliez ça, ça serait débile avec toutes les autres conseils derrière, là, ça serait débile. Cette liaison reviendrait fucking fort. Parce que Jesse et Gigi, c'est comme un Frank, mais je pense, après, Frank aussi, man, il faisait des soirées de démêlés, il pitchait des 2-3 lions par soir, man, il faisait des... Il était aussi fort que Jesse, man, c'était deux machines, c'était les deux machines, et Gigi, le bon, là, c'est un niveau depuis une couple de mois, puis c'est fou, il a fait son niveau 35 quasiment chez nous, complet, man. Félix est pas là, Gigi, oublie, man.
Je comprends.
Ça, il dit, yo, Félix, là, ça serait le temps, là, yo. Yo, vous me faites prier ce soir, guys, what the fuck, man. Ça faisait 3 soirs que j'étais pas en live, j'avais peur que ça soit de la crise de merde après 3 soirs que je suis pas là, man. Gros, j'ai reçu un lion de Kyle. J'ai reçu un retour de Jesse qui a rallumé son niveau, man. J'ai reçu Gigi qui m'envoie des affaires d'innocents des fois 5 de débile mental qui me fait bander dans les rêves. Montréal avec le cœur d'équipe. Montréal! Marie, thank you! Guys, on est top gros. On est top quoi, gros? Pourquoi il y a encore des plein de chambres fortes? C'est quoi ça va mieux? Pourquoi il y a encore des
Chambre forte, tu parles bien, Chris.
L'ambulance s'en vient de chercher parce que je m'en vais de cogner. Top 37, je suis top 37! Top 19, mais non, pas top 19, on est sur le gang, j'ai fait 134 cas, là, j'ai pas fait, je suis pas top 19, top 37, je suis top 37! Let's go! Man! Il reste 29 minutes, guys! Le gros est top quoi, man? Faut pas qu'il vienne! Jesse MVP 1x5, Gigi MVP 1x5, Marianne MVP, ton fromage MVP. Il reste 29 minutes.
Merci, t'as pas peur.
Il reste 29 minutes au ranking, faut faire attention, guys. On a 6 wins. Félix pourrait redébarquer parce qu'on a 6 wins. Le monde en parle, il me mettait à 8 wins tantôt. Félix, faites attention. Là, on est à 6, je vous le dis, faites attention. C'est beau, j'ai envie de chier partout, man. C'est cave. J'ai envie de crotter, j'ai envie de chier, j'ai envie de boire, j'ai envie de... Christine va aller au gros gras. Justement, on va chier, là. Gigi, juste. Oh, Marie! Oui! Ah, je te dis, Jesse, abonne-toi à Gigi, puis Gigi, abonnez-vous à Jesse, man. Puis, hey, allez vous écrire, vous êtes des semblables. Je connais un peu Jesse, je connais un peu Gigi. Mais gros, pénalité, le 3 minutes pour Gigi. Ok, Gigi peut pas sauver la win de ce match-là. Gigi, ce match-là, il peut pas jouer, qui dit. Ce match-là, il pourra pas jouer. Il va jouer la prochaine, mais ce match-là, il peut pas jouer. On peut sauver la win sans Gigi, guys, s'il vous plaît. Gigi, ce match-là, il peut pas jouer. Il va jouer la prochaine. Je me chie dessus. Je me chie dessus. Gros pénalité, 3 minutes. Fait que ce match-là, il pourra pas jouer pour les 3 minutes restants. Fait que, guys, j'ai besoin de tout le monde ensemble. Ça prend des roses pour activer un fois 3 de 6 8. Faut faire attention. Tout le monde est crampé. On est 180 personnes. Trop chaud à ce moment. Mon gars qui est allergique à ses 39 points. Il y avait une énorme shuffle, man. Gang, abonnez-vous, man. On a pogné les 10 000 hier soir, man. Oh, 10.1 à soir. Mon objectif, c'est les 10.2. Fait que tout le monde s'abonne, man. J'ai les 10.2. D'ailleurs, on a pogné les 10 cas. Là, faut monter 200 abonnés par jour, man.
En fait, là, j'ai pense
On va les 20 000 pour le prochain. Merci Marie-Belle pour les roses. Merci bien que ça prend des roses. Ça prend des roses.
Ah, mais guys, ça risque d'être mon dernier, ça.
Ça risque d'être mon dernier, ça. Il reste 3 games après celle-là. Chris, t'es capable de faire le ranking. T'as refait des cas, là. Chris, fais ça pour ton monde.
T'es capable d'aller parler avec mon monde sans rester en bateau, fille.
Oh, là, le gros, tu fais jamais ça. Tu t'en calisses de ton monde.
chaud,
Like,
tu sais, j'aimais ça parler avec ton
very
monde.
different.
Mais pour vrai,
It's
je pense que je suis
the
dans le
number
37,
like
j'ai
that.
le temps d'aller jaser, mais
Do I prefer it?
qu'est-ce que tu
Nicer.
veux pour t'en cul?
You see, they do a number like that. It's kind of cool.
Avant de partir mon bâton,
But now the number one, I believe the
est-ce
team
que je
that
prends
can
le
have
temps de
multiple
jaser avec le monde avant de commencer les
But
matchs?
then again,
Moi,
I
je
had
t'ai
a
dit,
show.
tu voyais ce petit bébé lion, ça est en bâton, bien espéré de pleurer comme Bouchard.
Des affaires en esti.
Oui, je dis, je peux pas jouer, c'est après 1x5. On met 1x5, quelqu'un comprend.
Il est débile, cet enfant-là, dans le fond.
Yes, sir, c'est pour mettre à
They don't have really hard.
1h45. Yes, sir, 5 line. C'est on lâche pas.
I already have it.
D'habitude, on fait ça encore 1 heure.
I don't know
C'est pas
what
grave. C'est pas bien. On peut t'abonner, ça te
I
permet de
really
t'abonner. Ça nous
it's
donne
not cheap because they don't always do this.
est-ce que c'est fou, boy, sarcastiquement de même, ça me
I
fait
would
mal.
think is
Let's go!
for example, the direct show you here, guys. Show you
Oh,
here
Raymond, il est là,
because
guys. Raymond, il va nous péter. Raymond veut nous péter, gang. Ok. Jesse, à 30 secondes, tu mettras ton 3-5 pour Raymond et PG des médias. Mais faut pas attention. Le budget de Hugo à soir à Hugo. Le budget de 100 oui, le budget des 100 points. As-tu été voir les bonhommes en cire? Non. Où ça, puis la maison à l'envers? Non. Où ça, je sais, à Niagara? Je suis arrivé aujourd'hui, dans le fond. Je suis parti à 1h30 du matin, hier. À matin, à 1h30 à matin, puis je suis arrivé, il était 11h30. Ah, oh non!
Merci, Raymond.
Ok, c'est ma première journée, puis je suis arrivé, il était midi, là. Puis je suis parti à 1h30, les dinosaures golf. Le dinosaure golf, je veux l'essayer. Oh, Jesse a mis un x5 15 minimum, une autre note, let's go. Raymond Zara, Raymond veut nous péter, ce gang, ça a l'air, faites attention. Oh, oui, Gabriel, oui, Mickaël, est-ce que mon gars, est-ce que ça n'a pas rentré les x5? Oui, Jesse, avec le voyage, ça n'a pas rentré non plus en x5. Dis-nous, mon resti. Avec les ronces, pas des ronces, tu dis que ça pète un x5, tu le sens. Yo, mon chéri, WhatsApp 8, oh non. Gang Snipey, ils vont péter, Raymond va péter un bébé lion, je vous le dis.
Reste pas un bébé lion, arrête.
Faites ça pour GG, guys, come on. Oui, Gates. Hostie, le pauvre, hostie, Raymond, tu tues Raymond. Michael MVP t'a gagné un x5 pit brut. Gabriel t'a gagné un x5 Canadien MVP qui était MVP puis il était pas tard.
On fait quoi, gang? On en fait ça un autre, on s'en va.
Oh, il reste 3-4 games avant le ranking. Là, Raymond, il pitch la scène, ferme ta gueule.
Raymond, il a
it's actually peaceful.
Merci. Ok, mais Raymond, t'as attendé, le match est fini, mais t'es calme. Là, on fait un mute challenge, ok? Non. Hey, dis pas non, t'es bajou, gros, il shake tellement que ça me donne des langes jusqu'à Niagara, mais. Bajou pas des. Oh, je dis Marie, let's go! Gros, je vais entendre des stylos, c'est sûr qu'on lève un bonnet, je vais entendre des choses. C'est impossible, faut vraiment des chambres fortes. Je te pas bien dit, je te pas.
des chambres fortes, c'est même parler, arrête de voir.
T'es quoi tu ou t'es quoi plus?
Non,
Moi, j'en vois encore, mais c'est pas bien de même.
c'est pas des chambres fortes, c'est des chambres fortes.
Je suis plus capable de voir le ranking, c'est calme. Top 36. Ok, je top 36. On lâche pas. Top chaud. Ok, je vais encore un check dans le fond de la gorge, au final.
Ben, t'es poli en esti, toi, hein?
Ouais, la politesse, je suis élevé là-dedans.
Hein?
Ouais.
Ta politesse est aussi sale que tes deux fesses, hein?
Moi, j'ai été élevé dans la politesse, toi, t'as été élevé dans le cholestérol, tu comprends?
Tu restes pas par rapport à quelqu'un comme dans Bois de penser que t'es pas dans le cholestérol, mon homme?
Tu vois, là, je suis pas un bébé, esti.
C'est pas parce que t'as des pipes, là, que t'as le bras collé sur toi pour forcer. T'es-tu calme?
Et
I don't know if
non, 37, 37.
Il est bon dans son x5.
Non, on s'est fourré dans le culot, c'est tout.
Ouais.
C'est grave, bébé, c'est grave. C'est dans le fond de la gorge.
it's right here. Believe it's up there.
Fais attention au stade, ici.
Y'en aura pas, tu gosses.
Chris, il y a livre demeure par jour. Je sais pas. Ben oui, Miguel, il y a livre demeure par jour. Ça, c'est vrai.
on va aller investir dans la petite carte à l'année au McDo.
T'as fait ça, dis donc.
Un petit abonnement au Hardee's au McDo en même temps pour l'année.
C'est dégueulasse.
We're not fighting.
Un
We're not fighting
tapis
there.
à roulant.
C'est ça, c'est qui pourrait.
Un tapis à roulant.
Moi, je tapis dessus, là. Je te tapis dessus dans pas longtemps.
Un tapis roulant, pas un tapis à roulant.
Même pas pour péter, j'ai mal au cœur, là. On va péter, là. Esti. Raymond va nous fourrer dans le cul.
Il est même plus là. Regarde ton coup avec tes yeux, tabarnak.
I know where it is.
Ça va pas long, man.
Probably pretty
Je
close.
vais bien
Yeah.
tapoter, s'il vous plaît.
I don't think it's up there.
Un tapis à
Here,
roulant.
like we didn't see it.
Ah, c'est ici qu'on va entendre ici. Voilà.
It's close. Shit.
Hey, là, je dis bonjour dans la chambre, mais c'est ici. Là, je vais dans la chambre, je dors. Je dirais que c'est sur ça dit gazebo sur le sein du balcon, même. Comme la pleine lune. Je fais le show au gros gars, ça pleine lune à la garde. Et oubliez
But
ça.
there's not where it is, but
Bonne soirée. Hey Raymond, tu me dis ça, tu vas aller les gros Esti. Pourquoi tu as des millions à lui, même à moi? Tu vois en aide. Tu vois en aide. Je te demande envoyer un, je te calme de pied.
Bon, merci beaucoup pour la soirée.
Je ferai une pub dans Master League, Raymond Esti. Ajoutez-moi sur Snap M Baramba Choyer. Je vous fais des pubs chaque bébé et plus que vous m'envoyez, man.
Bien, celle-là, y a-tu moyen que quelqu'un y perde ses 7 wins, qu'on parte avec une victoire? Je serais vraiment reconnaissant. Je serais content. Bon, Sam, t'es là, t'es-tu capable de péter sa win avant qu'on parte? C'est ça.
Moi, après celle-là, je vais fermer, je vais allumer sûrement pour minuit. J'allais genre remplir les biberons, j'allais ramasser des bières vides, je vais remplir pour minuit. Fait qu'abonnez-vous, ajoutez-moi tout sur Snap M Baramba Choyer. Je vais vous faire une story.
See, you know what I'm saying?
Bon, j'allais poster des stories, des screenshots que j'ai mis pour vous encourager à revenir à minimum. On a eu un x5, Mickaël a eu un x5. Oui, Mickaël, let's go, minimum des donuts, guys. Il a dit que c'était ça la blague, j'ai qu'il était pour 5 sans-abri. Oh, c'est Mickaël.
Gang, let's go, on est tellement proche.
Let's go, Mickaël. Aidez Mickaël. Aidez
you're
Mickaël.
gonna find me from there.
On s'en fout dans le cul, c'est pas non. Tabarnak.
Oui, Raymond, oui, King! King, King!
Tabarnak.
Ah, non!
Is there a car nearby?
MVP Guedes. MVP Lilith.
Cliquez, merci Raymond, merci, t'as pas tort.
On a monté à 8 wins tantôt, Félix nous a fendu ça. On a remonté à 7 wins.
Good.
Quelle envie de chier nous a fendu ça.
Je repogne demain à 9h.
Hey, de l'argent à l'activité, man. Pédale de merde. La gang, prenez le temps de vous abonner. J'allais charger mon sel de petite 15 minutes parce qu'il me reste 18%. Fait qu'abonnez, ajoutez-moi sur Snap M Baramba Choyer. J'allais ramasser un peu ce que j'ai fait ce soir comme les gars. J'allais remplir les micros, j'en ai à minuit. Fait que je faisais mon petit site, moi, m'écrire sur TikTok si vous avez une réaction. Pitchy, vous m'écrire sur TikTok, on va s'organiser de quoi de fou. Let's do it, je vous aime, à tantôt. Let's do it, je vous aime, à tantôt.
It's perfect. And my last match, I'm gonna have this top 10, which is great. I'll do it countdown, and we'll have to do Brainstormer. Look me in my eyes. Tell me everything's not fine. And the people that happy. The river has run dry. I am the fire. Beg me for mercy. It would be so cool if what I decided to do is a story. Those little things are open for you. Not always, but you get more interested in the story. Go. No big deal. No big deal, guys. Chill and relax. Beg me for mercy. Of course, I use the wrong thing. Yeah. Wish I had a better weapon for that, but it's okay. my first victory in normal this season. So Clash of is the Reading. That was huge. That was huge. Holy. Whew, holy. And now, as I promised, I'm going to go to the lobby and end the stream here, but I waited to finish is perfect. That's huge, dude. That is really huge. No, I don't know. Let's see how much we got. This is how much we got this match. But if we can win, dude. Look at this bit of law, dude. Wow. Kill switch, which is part of the battle pass, which is normal. Res board, which is part of the battle pass, which is normal. Res block. Actually, from the battle pass. Kill switch. Battle pass. Very effective battle pass. Battle pass, red light, nice. Kiss love. Red median. The best seller. Appreciate you. Wow. The Cycle Series sells good. Unlucky. So how do people have it? I don't understand. I'm gonna say, I'm not a fan of him. I'm not a fan of him, but hey, cool kid too. 676 is okay. Superman and worships. I'm gonna stop right here. And we'll see you tomorrow. I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. However, us, we're not done. Because you got a shit ton of things to do. Okay. I've got hella feelings for you. Act like I don't fucking care. But even don't, you don't even know there. Cause I got hella. Got 4? Good. Good. Stack. Okay, good. Oh shit. Again, you were arguing. weren't right, bro, to ban you. Fucking channel, if I want to ban you because you're an asshole, I want to ban you because you're an asshole. If you're not happy, that's not my problem. If you were nice, I wouldn't ban you. It's been no more than 4 years that I banned, what, 12, 15 people? And if you feel like, oh, you know what? You were right to ban all of the others, but not me. Yeah, right. Come on, bro.